What's up, y'all? I probably ain't got to introduce this dude right here, man, because y'all seen him quite a few times. I think we got about 10, I think we hit the milestone 10 videos together that we done so far, and we only like known each other for like a year, damn near, right? Maybe a little bit longer, you know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying, right? 10 videos already together, you know what I'm saying? And that's gonna be many more. We probably gonna have 10,000. And no, he didn't need an introduction, but I'm gonna introduce him anyway. We got Orlando Owens. Shout out to you, bro. All right.
Brother Bo, how you doing this night?
Hey, I'm pretty good. I am blessed and I'm highly favored.
That's awesome, man. It's always a pleasure to be with you on your show and to all your listeners.
Amen. 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 To the man. All right. Let me get this. I can't stand looking at my phone. Hold on. There we go. Let me see the Rumble got my I'm gonna see if I'm allowed more Rumble right now too, because sometimes Rumble be oh man. I gotta make sure I do this right on Rumble too. We live on YouTube and Rumble at the same time. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna get into this. Okay, I think I see, but let me see if this is the one. Let me see. Oh, there you go. We live on Rumble too. Yeah, let's get ready to Rumble. All right. Shout out to the people that's around. Look at me on Rumble. And I heard True Social gonna start doing live streams too, so I can't wait. All right, go ahead, Lando, man. Bring it.
Well, man, thanks for bringing me on. It's always interesting to have a chance to talk to you and just talk about the day of politics. We got Barack Obama scolding black men, threatening to send out Michelle Obama.
Mm-hmm.
We have the polls tightening up and down here in the nation, and we got about 2.5 weeks left before the election.
Ooh, we just around the corner. Oh, man. And we're gonna see. But I got a good, you know what, Orlando? I got a good feeling about this because why my stomach ain't like tingling no more? Why it ain't cringing right now? I see everything that's going on right now, man. We see it, and this gotta happen. It gotta be right. You know, we're gonna end up like Red Dawn if we get Miss Harris up in there. Remember that movie Red Dawn? Wolverine, it'll be like Red Dawn. It's gonna be like they have invaded the country. They have hijacked the country.
It's one of my favorite movies. I love Red Dawn. It was a cool movie.
I was watching last night. The old one, Patrick Swayze. Then I watched the remake too.
I haven't seen the remake, but the original one, I follow the same logic.
Yeah.
Most originals, the sequel is never as good, or the remake is never as good as the original.
No, it ain't. And I just say that. What's up? We got LSP. What's up, Redbone? Watching from Rumble.
I gotta work on my Rumble.
No, you watch from Rumble over here too.
I gotta get a Rumble account going too. You're not on Facebook right now, are you?
I'm on Facebook. I'm on all of it. Get up
right now on Facebook. I can share it too.
Huh?
Are you live on Facebook right now?
No, I'm not live on Facebook. I kind of like got pissed at Facebook and get him.
Gotcha.
So I'm on YouTube and Rumble.
Gotcha. I gotta get my Rumble game up. I gotta get an account going.
Yeah.
Too. Well, man, we got about 2 weeks left, man. The Eric Hovey campaign just got an influx of more support financially. So,
yeah,
seems like his race went from leaning. I think it was the Cook report that went from leaning Democrat to toss up.
Yeah.
So so we have some energy here in Wisconsin about this election.
Mm-hmm. And Wisconsin is very important. You got to tell them, Orlando. You got to tell them, Mr. Owens, because we'll have a great chance of winning. Matter of fact, it's a guaranteed victory. We win Wisconsin.
Yeah, the path to the White House becomes a lot more realistic and a lot more attainable with a Wisconsin win. Pennsylvania plays a big role too, but Wisconsin is still there. Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Michigan. You get about 5 swing states that this election will go down to, But look at what Trump is doing now. He's going to New York and California. He's going to do this big rally in New York in the Madison Square Garden, because he's saying that they're making a play for the popular vote too.
Mm-hmm.
So who knows what can happen? I mean, this is a election, like you said, like unheard of before. People were supporting.
Like never before.
My project, Project Move the Needle, we're getting positive responses on the doors here in Milwaukee, and who knows what can happen?
Who knows? All right, I set that up. We're gonna play that in a little bit. Yeah, you keep on talking, bro.
With 2 weeks, what is it? 2.5 weeks. So today's the 13th.
Man.
We had. Let me see. I'm gonna put up the calendar.
Are you having a watch party or something?
We got 2 weeks left.
Yeah. Are you going through any events out there for the watch party? You know what I'm saying? Here in Wisconsin?
I don't know, man. Some people asked me on my team that they wanted to have something just us together. And I thought about that, bringing my team in and just having some food and watching the results. They've worked hard, and it would be good to just have a that conversation with them at the election. I'm always kind of so nervous at these things, man. I'm always.
I know. Don't want to just be no part. I don't even want to work in there. Like,
Right. I rather just.
I want to go to bed when it's done.
When it's done, watch it because if it don't break the way I want to, I'll be very publicly not in the best place. If it happens the way I want to, then I want to. So I don't know. I'm always leery.
Hey, it was funny, Orlando. I got to tell you something. Right when Trump so-called the lost election last year, when Joe Biden, all of a sudden, I hurried up and did this. I went to sleep. And then like, where's more? They wanted me to my response. A whole day they wanted my response. So it was like 10 o'clock tonight. I got up and said, Maurice Duck speaks. And I got up like, fuck. I was going at it. And then all of a sudden my views started flying high. People started listening to me. And I say, you know what? Get out there and fight. The same way them Antifa try to fight with us, try to cover us. Y'all better get out there and fight, win or lose. Get out there and fight. Me and John was talking about like Trump can win, can run in 2024. Look at the bright side. It'll be even better. So we going. It was people started getting pumped up on there. I came there angry, bro. I was smoking on a joint, and then all of a sudden Diamond and Silk came in. Diamond and Silk don't even curse. They were looking like, fuck this shit. They went all like, whoa. You start seeing a lot of these conservatives come out like, whoa. I said, that's the one I've been looking for.
Well, let's make it happen this time because we know they're going to try to cheat. So we as they say, we got to flood the results so much that it's outside of the margin of error, margin of stealing. We got to get outside that. We got to win by so much they can't cheat, or to be so obvious that they are cheating. So we got to come out and vote. I know there's a big push right now for registration, and we got 2 weeks left, man. That's all we got.
2 weeks, man. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
2 weeks, and I plan on doing something every day if I can. I've taken off my job, so we got 1 week, 2 weeks. We got 3 weeks left. So I'm taking off time on my job for the next 3 weeks so I can go out here and campaign, man. I'm all in to make this happen the best we can, and we got to pray for the best. And I think it's there. I think there are a lot of people. We just saw Barack Obama come out and try to scold and chastise Black men and Black voters. First they used all their social media influencers. Luke Campbell. You got Roland Martin. You got Vance Jones. All these guys are coming out and trying to say you need to vote like a woman or vote whatever. Just the ridiculousness of what the left is doing, trying to shame Black men to do what they told you to do. It's unbelievable. And this thing didn't do anything but backfire. Backfire on President Obama, backfired on Miss Harris. It was. I mean, I don't know if you've been watching it on YouTube and it's on all the social media platforms.
Yeah.
It was pissed off, and I don't think it's. I think it actually hurt the campaign. I don't see how you recover from that because
Right.
what is Barack going to do now? Go out and apologize? Like I didn't mean that like that. What are you going to do? How? Because I just think right now, yeah, it's crazy.
For another assassination on Trump. Oh yeah. And guess what? It's going to be 2 more attempts before that because ain't not going to happen to him. But my biggest worry about the inauguration and all that little stuff, man, and oh God, because they know they can't impeach him. They know everything he's fault, not guilty. They know that. But what we gonna do, y'all? We gotta stand up because it ain't about Trump. Trump said it ain't about me. Look, I'm not trying to sound negative. What if they did shut Trump down and blew his brains out? I'm gonna face reality over here. What y'all gonna do? Like, oh, you're gonna jump off the cliff and be like, we ain't gonna fight? No, but we ain't gonna fight in a violent way. But we gonna fight in a spiritual way. Go ahead, take it over, Orlando.
Yeah, man, there are some really deranged people out here, and they have had these attempts. So many, throughout the years with different presidents, and this is just again. I couldn't tell you the last time I heard 3 attempts, of trying to assassinate the president or hurt the president. It's just now I'm sure that there have probably been attempts in the past that don't make it to the to the television or to the news. But I would say most likely those things are reported. I mean, because with today's time, that's newsworthy. Somebody, we will talk about a terror attempt being, stopped or thwarted by the
government. Yeah, exactly.
So I'm quite certain I just can't see. Did Joe Biden have all these attempts in his life? No. I'm quite certain they would. Because
ain't nobody threatened to his ass.
Or did Ms. Harris have these? They would have said these things. So I just don't get how Trump has 3 attempts.
3,
and this is disgusting.
I think he had more attempts, but people it's something that happened before that one. They just didn't get caught. There's something that happened. Maybe the gun was jammed up or something. I don't know. I'm not being conspiracy theorist, but I'm just saying this ain't the 3rd time it happened.
This is disgusting.
It
is disgusting. It is unsettling that our security and I'm going to wait to hold out judgment on what happened tonight. I did see some reporting on it that this guy had a fake press credentials. And so, I'm going to have to do some more research on this thing as the story unfolds. I know it's going to be all over social media tonight, tomorrow. So I know tomorrow's Columbus Day, Indigenous Peoples Day, but I still figure that they're going to have a lot reporting on this thing. This is unsettling, man. This is really.
Oh, it's Columbus Day. It's Columbus Day
tomorrow. Yeah.
Atlanta, we talked about that. I got my own opinion about Columbus Day, and and I'm one of the Trump supporters that is for reparations. But that's another story. We're gonna talk about another thing, because I believe we should get reparations. And Columbus Day, that was, I mean, it's a thing I'm going to rabbit hole with, But I'm gonna leave that alone but then a lot of conservatives left me alone. Like, you know what? You can write your opinion. You vote for Trump. Like, yeah, it's okay for me to believe in reparations. I believe in it. I'll take that money, okay? But anyway, that's another story. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, it's what makes us all a very interesting party because we do have people who have different opinions, and no one's
different opinion.
No one. We are all free thinkers. But I think Ronald Reagan said if we agree 70% of the time or 60% of the time, then we kind of on the same page. So things we disagree on and things we agree on. You see that now happening, in one of the Most, I guess, public displays of that would be the Kennedy endorsement. How he wasn't really, he's not a Republican, but he's aligned with Trump because they agree on enough of the issues. Um, what they're doing right now to Jill Stein is ridiculous, of trying to attack her and say, she's just being a spoiler and she wants Trump to win because she's an agent for the Republican Party. And it's crazy because.
But did she endorse Hillary Clinton? I mean, am I missing something?
I don't remember what Jill Stein did, but I know she's
no. Because no, I saw something that she had a picture with her and everything. Jill Stein, she was all on her, on her tip, all on her click. I'm gonna say it like that, on the click. And I'm just saying, I gotta find this. When I find this, we're gonna talk about this. Okay.
Well, again, the Democrats don't want her on the ballot. They're trying to, say she's trying to work for Republicans to get Trump elected by taking away black votes. And it's just, the Republicans have to do the same thing. We had this whole libertarian movement that, they, if you want to say that, they're closely aligned with Republicans a lot. And so, yeah, the Democrats have a issue with their arithmetic.
Yeah, they do.
They are losing people, and Ms. Harris is losing people. Can't connect, and this is what happened over the weekend with Barack Obama. Now, I didn't watch a lot of the Sunday show fallout, but I've seen enough fallout on social media that this whole scolding or trying to get on black men didn't quite work out. Didn't quite work out.
Hey, I'm gonna still link everybody. Anybody want to do some, open video in, call in, whatever you want to call it, Anybody want to talk with Orlando? And Orlando's very free. He can talk to anybody.
That's pretty cool.
He can talk to Antifa.
I got to talk to you about that because so how do you get people to call in, all that stuff, all those so you have a call-in number or people just you open?
No, what I'm saying, I call it a video in. You know what I'm saying? But you can do a number with that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. They send you a request.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, 3 weeks left, and we got to go after it. We have to go after it, and I intend on doing it. Our team is 7 to 10 people strong, and we're still in the heart of Milwaukee. You can follow me on social media. You'll see the work. And starting tomorrow, you're going to probably see a lot more of my face. I'm there, but a lot more now. I'm going to be on the doors myself, man, giving it all I got.
Hey, what's that group I be seeing you on Facebook, man? I like that, man. I want to be part of that. I saw you in front of these houses in Milwaukee.
Our team goes out every day.
I love that.
We're doing doors right here in the heart of the city with Project Move the Needle. If you feel inclined to donate, you can go to Orlando 4, which is FORWI.com. So Orlando4WI.com. And you can donate. You can reach out to me there too. If you want to help out and volunteer some of your time. We definitely need the help with 3 weeks left to get us to the finish line with our door knockers, because they are paid door knockers. And man, we trying to go after it. There's going to, hopefully I'll be doing a lot more social media too. We'll be doing a social media push directly for Milwaukee. So I'll be doing a lot of Facebook boosting. Hopefully you'll hit that. You'll fall in one of my targeted areas and you'll see some of the stuff I'm going to be putting out there. And Brother Mo, you're definitely welcome to help me with a couple images or some, I wouldn't necessarily say memes, but some images that we could use and post that maybe catch the eye of people that, so it just won't be text, but it also be pictures so people can look at it. But we're going all out, man, all out.
Go all out, yo. So hold on, let me post this real quick. Hold on, let me see. Anybody want to pull up and, you know, have a conversation? You dig? Because we all got a lot to say, y'all. We got a lot to say, y'all. How you doing, Cedar King? How you doing? Good to see you. Hey, yeah. Hey, to you too. Much love to you. Right here, I see you. And we got RC in the house.
Oh, shout out to your moderators, man. I see they got the link in the post. Cool.
Yeah. Yep, they got your website and all that. So yeah, moderate's the only one that can like put links on there. You know.
Awesome. Okay, I'm now seeing I was in the private chat. I was like, where is Mo talking? I don't see. I had to go to the comments. Now I see everybody in there. Okay.
Yep. I'm also on Rumble too. You go on Rumble? I'm live on Rumble too over there.
I got to get an account. I got an account, but I got to dig into it a little bit more to see how it works. But I mean, so this push, man, that we're doing and we're targeting a lot of Black men who are formerly incarcerated. As you know, Brother Mo, in Wisconsin, if you are a felon off probation in Wisconsin, you can vote. And so we're trying to talk to these men and women about voting and what is concerning them. Because let's be very, very clear. The Democratic Party, they don't necessarily want Black men's voice at all. They just don't.
Yep.
They have the Black woman, and that's been their focus on every issue. On the things they run, they're more geared toward the women vote. But Black men can be a major player in picking the next president of the country.
Yes. We got John in the house. Hey, before we get to this, let me go play a few minute clip over here real quick. And that's what I'm gonna do. I want people to see it before we really get into this. Before we get into the bullshit, let's do this. All right, I'm gonna show people this. This is what Milwaukee looks like. The area. This is Wauwatosa, a step away from Milwaukee, right here. Look at this. You can't make this up, everybody. You can't make this up. See, I'm on my break at work, but I'm over here taking my time out on my break. Man. Also, I'll get y'all back. I look out for my. What up, man? I see this right here. So, y'all represent Trump, huh? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Look at this, y'all. Look at this right here. Yeah, they saw you on the thumbnail too. You on the thumbnail, so that's right. Sky's the limit. Look at this, Trump Vance. This is the most important election of our lifetime.
Yes.
You know. So y'all young. How old is you, young man?
20.
And how old is you, young lady? 19. Look at you. Y'all siblings?
No, we're in relation.
Oh. George Troy, that's what I thought about. Okay. All right, that's what's up, y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't unequally yoked. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all get a lot of slack for this?
I mean,
look at this, Trump. That's what we talking about.
Yeah, we get a lot of slack.
Yeah.
A lot of middle fingers up at us.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
We don't care, though.
Hey, y'all don't care, man. I stay in the hood. I be representing the hood. Yeah. Hood for Trump.
Yeah.
A lot of horn honks over here. Look at y'all. This is beautiful, y'all. That's why we gotta love America, everybody. We gotta love America. That's right. What's up, Silver? How you doing? What's up, Rod Hayes?
Got to, man.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, make sure y'all hit that like button, man. And share this out, man. I'll be screen sharing this on Rumble later on, too. That's came right on time, y'all. Right on time. We're here in Wisconsin. That's why I'm a true patriot. What's up, Bill? Much love. Then you got the triggered snowflakes in these cars right here. The triggered snowflakes.
Man, they always get triggered.
Triggered.
More Trump than America.
Yeah. And the black look, and black people just honked at y'all in the car. So that's what's up. Yep, thank you, Lord bless Patriots. That's right. Share this out, y'all. Share this out, man. But y'all need to see some youngers representing for the greatest president ever. And look at this, Kamala, high prices. We don't want that. They're using her. They're using her to get Negro votes. I'm gonna say that word. They're using her. That's what they're doing. Yes, trying to bring America back. You heard me? What's up, Richard? Uh-huh. We in here, y'all. We are representing. Representing, baby. What's up, Southern girl? Y'all see us. Y'all see us over here. I don't trust these snowflakes. They'll try to run you over. This came right on time when I saw this. Like, whoa, that's a breath of fresh air to see youngins, especially youngins of color. And you got Obama trying to bully black folks into not voting for Trump. The hell with Obama.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's how we do it. We're representing. What's going on, Mario? No, it's okay. You can have your foul language in the chat room. We thick-skinned over here. Look at it. And they boldly doing it too. They doing it bold. They doing it bold. It's over here, man. I just hate y'all in the cold, man, with no jacket. Like, ah, dang it. What's up, Rod Hayes? All right, y'all. I'm about to be signed out of here, y'all. Okay, we've been for 13 minutes. I just want y'all to see this, man. This is a breath of fresh air. All I gotta say is God is good. This is a breath of fresh air. You feel me? This is a breath of fresh air. That's right. This election is about communism versus freedom. And that's what we're doing. We're fighting for our freedom, damn it. We are fighting for our freedom. We're fighting for our life. We're fighting for our children. We are fighting for our future. And it bothers these white people here that they see black people representing. It bothers them like, oh my God. It bothers them.
Man, this is so crazy.
They triggered. All right, Oscar. That's right. Good versus evil, Razor. Good versus evil. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Hopefully I'll see y'all around, y'all. And thank y'all, and thank you for all you do. Thank y'all for representing. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you for representing over here. I appreciate you for representing. Y'all be blessed. God bless America.
Yeah.
No. This is our country, damn it. All right, y'all take care. All right. Look at this, y'all. Y'all saw this. It's 7:40. All right, bye-bye, y'all. All right, that was Cool, man. Y'all saw it.
You're muted.
All right, y'all saw it. Y'all saw it. All right, that was enough. It was like a 12-minute thing, but you know.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, something's
They're
happening.
young. I thought they was like siblings or something. They was a couple, 19 and 20.
Yeah, I didn't see that. Well, I saw some of that. We still have not found the killer, Mr. Tremmel here in Milwaukee, who was a Trump supporter. But I hadn't seen people, black people, in Milwaukee like that, and you know that's pretty interesting. That's pretty interesting. These are and they're young people.
Young people.
And one of
Yeah,
them was female.
Mo went into Inglewood a few years ago.
So
Man on the street.
Incredible, Mo. That's cool that you caught that.
And they were supportive of Mo and MAGA. They weren't triggered by him. He had all his Trump gear on.
Dude, look, look, Lando, people thought I was going to die if I go to Inglewood, Chicago, right? I went there. All of a sudden, they was cool. They was giving me hugs. All these, you know what I'm saying, women, black women. They would give me a hug like, praise the Lord for you. I'm like, wow.
And this is in Chicago?
This was in Chicago. This is in Inglewood. Yep. I got the video right there. I got the video, bro. You be like, whoa.
And they said they don't have a problem with Republicans, just they don't show up. They don't come in the neighborhood.
No, they talk about the Democrats coming in the neighborhood. That's what she be talking about. Hey, I talked to one dude with a machine gun. The dude had a machine gun on, like, hey,
down his pants.
I was cool with the dude. Like, he was like this. He gave me a hug after he was kicking it, Lando. Like, whoa.
But he may know how to handle his firearm better than Mr. As one commentator calls him, Sugar Walls.
Yeah,
because he doesn't even know how to work a shotgun out there pheasant hunting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've seen the memes of that guy. Like, so he's a gun owner and don't know how to load his own shotgun. Okay.
Whoa.
Now they're saying that he's Elmer Fudd, Tim Walz.
Elmer Fudd.
The guy's called.
They got all kinds of memes out now. In fact, I sent you one, Mo. They got him doing the duck hunt. The old video game. It's on your messenger.
There's one of him. The gun has been substituted as for a tampon.
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah, Timpaks.
You know, so but this is the tomfoolery that we're actually up against, man. And people, I mean, if we don't, I mean, people are supporting this stupidness, man. And this clown band of a ticket on the Democratic side. I was just watching something on YouTube, on X. James Clyburn came out today also trying to scold black men. He agrees with Barack Obama. Just unbelievable.
That's what they do when you're on a plantation.
Mm-hmm.
Got to scold you. Get back in line. Get back in line.
Crack that whip.
It's unbelievable. The Democratic plantation is alive and in full swing now. They got all the rappers. They got the athletes coming out. They got Barack Obama. You know it's bad when you got to bring out Black Jesus. You know it's bad then. He's trying to tell. Well, I don't see the support that you guys had for me, and it's coming from the brothers. So now I'm like, oh, Barack, sit down. You wasn't with the brothers when you was in office.
Nigga, what?
I just saw a guy post this on X. He said, Ms. Harris can marry a white man. Why can't black men vote for a white president?
Or why can't you have an independent thought?
Yeah, why?
That's crazy. I said, whoa.
Instead of earning your vote, they expect your vote.
Well, I've said it for a long time that Democrats don't really, and this is for black votes or any votes, and it happens on the conservative side as well. But and I'll give you both examples. Democrats believe they got the black vote, so they don't have to work for it. Republicans believe they can't get the black vote, so they won't try for it. On the Republican side, they believe that we got all the red county vote, so they use the same logic. Like, I don't have to work for that county vote because they vote in red all the way, and they don't work for the vote. I saw that, when I ran for state office, that the campaigns are different when you run for a district, and also how you run statewide. Because what I want, because Devin LeMahieu and Robin Voss are the leaders on the Republican side, and the question is, can they get the outstate Wisconsin, more out of those counties? And I don't know if they actually have invested in that technique. You see now, Turning Point is being subsidized now by Elon Musk. I got someone that sent me an article today that Elon Musk and Turning Point, and also Faith and Family, are canvassing. So there's a lot of dynamics going on.
You're good with Robin Voss, because I heard there was a bunch of recalls they were trying to do with him.
They've been trying to recall Robin Voss a few different times. And he actually had a challenger a few years ago that actually came close to beating him.
Yeah.
Robin is one of those guys. he doesn't make it easy for himself. But I want to see the strategy that the state Republican Party on the Senate side and the Assembly side, on how do they grow the vote turnout for a statewide candidate like an Eric Hovey, or for a Ron Johnson, or for a President Trump. Because if they can win all these seats up north and outstate Wisconsin, I would think that same strategy would work, but it doesn't, because those strategies are only made to win local state reps seats. Because if you go to the Kiwanis Club meeting, you go to the Lincoln Day meeting, and you go to one Eagle Scout ceremony, you've just about got everybody who's going to vote consistently in that district. And that's about 5,000 to 6,000 people, maybe 10. But the district has like 80,000 people in the district. So what are we doing to get more people to show up in the outstate Wisconsin? There's a lot of focus right now on Black and Latino and, young people vote. But what about the guys as I call them, the boys in the back of the woods, who I love? These are the boys at tractor pulls, at the demolition derby. I love them to pieces. They won't win. But the question is,
Yes.
They don't want to put the work in.
I'm sorry, y'all.
You're fine. You okay?
I kind of laughed at a fucking meme that I saw, and I started crying laughing. And that's why I'm like this, like, what the hell? I got a video, I got a meme, and one of my guys, it's a meme that look, y'all, see how to see this meme. I know it's off topic, right? But I'm finna do it. I don't care.
Hold it up to the camera.
Oh shoot! It said, "Yes, we got the wrong guy, right? It's a Ku Klux Klan, and they got Tigger. They got this guy Tigger the Tiger, right?
I thought you posted that meme.
I did, but I'm looking at it. I'm laughing like a motherfucker. Tigger, nigger. I'm like, what the hell? Everybody laughing at it. People get offended about that post I put up. Tigger. They look, the Klans tied Tigger up. And so, I'm sorry, we got the wrong guy. Ain't nothing but nigger. Let me stop.
They got triggered by when you put that post about Fix out.
Yeah, I know. Let me stop. I'm off topic, man, because there's some funny memes I kind of looked at like, wow. Yeah, y'all can go ahead, man. I choked because it was so funny. I'm looking at my phone like what the hell? I gotta breathe, man. I get asthma when I laugh at these crazy jokes. I can't laugh. My bad on that though. You coming like
It's
this?
fine.
Channel.
with telling jokes. I can tell some jokes.
Of course you can. I'm putting it back in. Stop it.
We're on our best behavior tonight.
Remember best behavior, man. Be cool tonight, Angry Snow. This Angry Snowman, Orlando, that's my dude. He was actually at the RNC with us. He's the RNC Orlando was, and Angry Snowman from Ohio, he came up there. So
I'm from Indiana, fool. But yeah, man, I've come up and visited Mo a couple times now.
Well, I hope we got work to do in our state, and Brother Mo is important in that work. His content helps a lot of us to stay engaged. Because some people, they'll say, like, why does Trump do rallies in like red areas or whatever, or areas he can't win, or at least they think he can't win? Because there's something also to, helping the base and the volunteers stay engaged. Yeah. They go through ups and downs. They see polls. They get calls. They need to be encouraged to say, hey, keep doing the work.
Yeah,
keep doing the work.
Doing that work.
And Mo plays a big role here in Wisconsin and also the nation, just encouraging those people who still believe in freedom, not to give up.
Yeah. Plus, trying to expand that tent, get more people.
Well, the thing is it's hard for people in America not to feel like they want to give up when every time someone stands up to try and push back against, all this nonsense and just corruption that's going on. Somehow they end up weaponizing the justice system, and a bunch of, honest, hardworking individuals end up getting a bunch of bullcrap claims and charges put on them and end up spending the rest of their life in prison over it. And that's just the reality of what happens when Americans step up and try and stand against their government right now. That is what's going on.
It blows my mind that our government is so tyrannical at times. It blows my mind that normal citizens whom the Constitution was written to have the ability to petition the government, to question their government at every point, and we somehow are treated as if we're the enemies of the state. It blows my mind.
Right. All the while they got the borders wide open and they're letting illegals come in, hand over fist, giving them, all kinds of handouts and opportunities to basically do better than Americans are even doing, while you got Americans here in this country right now that can't pay their bills, can't pay their rent, can't pay their house payment, can barely afford to feed their kids. And the government's looking at them and basically telling them to piss off. You got, the two hurricanes that just hit Florida, and all the East Coast, and they're all those victims are getting told, piss off. Ukraine and Israel's more important than making sure our citizens are taken care of. We got to make sure we fund this war machine. And I honestly believe that if it keeps up like this, that there's going to be a mass awakening of American individuals that get tired of having roughshod ran over them by the people that are supposed to be their elected representatives.
Yeah. And FEMA also not having money because they gave it all to the illegals.
Mm-hmm.
That came out. So now they're trying to ask Congress for more money. That same weekend the hurricane hit, Biden gave $18 billion more to Zelensky.
Stop it.
I mean, it's just, I know people that say, hey, we're going to start flying the Ukraine flag. It's the only way we get attention.
Well, and I don't know if you guys saw, but like even Hillary Clinton, she just did an interview last week on MSNBC, where one of the main talking points she was talking about is trying to get the ability for us to actually openly be able to speak on social media platforms completely taken from us.
Yeah, she wants you to be arrested.
She is actively out campaigning and pushing for there to be mass censorship on all social media platforms, even in a country that, the First Amendment says the freedom of speech, freedom of the press. And what is this? This is free speech. And aren't these platforms, in essence, a form of press?
Yep. Well, they're trying to do that through the UN. Make it a worldwide thing about censorship.
See this, and that blows my mind for supposedly the party of democracy, the Democrats, right?
Yeah.
They have become the party of big government, authoritarian control.
Been the party of war, big war. That's all they want is war
Yeah.
anymore.
Where's the diversity? Where's the diversity of thought?
There isn't. I mean, clearly, anyone, they want diversity in their hiring practices on their side, but you cannot have diversity in thought at all, or at least you can't have conservative thought. They want diversity as long as there's a liberal, progressive thought, but conservative thought, oh no, that's going to be outlawed. That's going to get you locked up. That's going to get you sanctioned and censored.
Or yelled at by President Obama.
Yeah.
You heard that the charges brought on Trump in New York have all been dropped, right? He won he won the acquittals.
Well, I heard that they're still in the appeal, but they're supposed to be that, but they haven't done it officially yet.
Right. Well,
that when they had the oral arguments, it was all going in Trump's side.
Yeah.
Trump was winning
because everything that they brought on him, the 5 judges that were actually hearing the case, they all were like, basically, how are you going to they wanted examples of how this has ever been done anytime before with Trump, and they would.
And who was the victim? That was another question.
Right. And they would spend hours upon hours trying to come up with an answer, and they couldn't come up with an answer. The judges actually said that really the attorney general and the prosecutor and everybody involved in this should be sanctioned for it.
Yep.
Unbelievable. This is America. We have turned into a third world country that we use the levers of government to prosecute and go after your political opponents.
Yeah. Well, I'm surprised how quickly people are so eager to give up their rights. They don't going to fight for them. They just okay.
Well, see,
okay.
That's the thing that troubles me is if you look back in 2020, when 2020 happened, how quickly everybody got down on their hands and knees and, bowed to their king, or so to speak, and just willingly fucking, complied with the, unconstitutional and unethical orders that were being, pushed on, mandated on people, and actually complying with mandates that aren't laws. It was crazy. It just showed me that there really isn't a fighting spirit in America. And to be quite honest with you, I'm 45 years old. I never in my lifetime thought that I would see the day come where to be patriotic and love your country is now un-American.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd see the day to where, people that believed in God and a creator and going to church on Sunday was considered fringe.
Yeah. You could go to a strip club, but you couldn't go to church, which is ironic since it's in the First Amendment, being able to have religious freedom, but strip club wasn't.
Well, you two just need to just hush up because, as Barack Obama say, you guys love to cling to your guns and your Bibles too much.
Damn right.
This guy, he's the same. They cling to their Bibles and their guns. This guy. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable.
Hey, I just found out. Did you know that there's a soundbite video clip that's around where Kamala Harris was actually interviewed back in the day when she was, I think, Attorney General of California, on what her opinion was on the Michael Jackson case. Have you seen that one going around? And that
I have not seen that.
It's on. It's been all over Twitter and Instagram. Man, you'll have to look into it, because basically, after you watch that, you understand why Janet Jackson said what she had to say about her.
Mm.
Well, she didn't prosecute any of the Catholic priests either, that were molesting children and stuff.
Well, then it comes to find out that what's his name, Tim Walz, he the reason why he lost his job as a high school football coach was because he was charged, and I believe, I don't know if he was actually convicted, but I know that he was charged and accused of actually sexually assaulting a couple of his football players when he was the fucking football coach of a school.
Oh,
Was he a coach or
shit.
was he assistant coach? Because I heard
Good
conflicting
Lord.
things about that. I heard he was an assistant coach.
Well, assistant coach, same fucking thing in
Yeah.
my book.
Yeah, but he always tries to make himself bigger than he actually is, you know.
No, even if he was assistant, he's still coaching a football team.
Oh yeah, I don't doubt. I'm not saying that. It just, you know.
The fact of the matter is that people were going to just allow this to slide. You know, this is getting ridiculous. Where now we have, you know, people who were accused and prosecuted for pedophilia, basically sexual assault and shit like that are running for some of the highest level offices in this country. And it's becoming a commonplace, and nobody's speaking out on it.
Well, that's the problem. When the media is supposed to be doing their job, and letting people know who, you know, what this should have been something people should know about. I mean, look at the first gentleman. He's slapping women around, you know, impregnating his employees, and, you know, having them sign do not non-communication
Non-disclosures. Yeah, non-disclosures.
Well,
he's slapping women around, but he's supposed to tell men how masculinity is supposed to look.
Well,
and he was sexually doing stuff in the law offices. His ex-partners were coming out saying how he would only hire beautiful women, even though they didn't know their job, and he was taking them to the clubs in a limo. And
This
well, then you got Kamala Harris' husband comes out that his first wife, he got fucking charged with fucking what was it, domestic violence charges multiple times with her.
Yeah, and sleeping with the nanny.
You know, and wasn't Kamala the one that it wasn't Kamala the one that could come out pushing that, you know, all women's voices need to be heard, and all women need to be believed.
Me too.
Unless they're Republican.
Me too.
Why doesn't anybody ever mention the fact that Kamala Harris had that organization set up in Minnesota when all them Floyd riots were going on to actually bail rioters out of jail that were arrested?
Yep.
And
actually, they bailed out other people besides the ones that were protesting. They were bailing out other people for rape and other things.
Well, that's too much like doing your job as a journalist. They don't want to. They want to be another wing of the Democratic machine. Liberal. Did you see how they did J.D. Vance today? When only a few apartment complexes got overrun by the Venezuelan gangs. J.D., you guys are making this bigger than what it is.
Well, that's like them calling all the people over in Springfield, the people, the citizens. They're calling the media are literally calling the citizens liars. The very people that are posting videos all over social media of these Haitians that are skinning cats alive right there in their yards. They're showing videos of it happening, and the media is still calling them liars, saying that it isn't going on. And obviously, the city officials aren't going to sit and admit to it because they don't want that they don't want that black eye on their city.
Yeah.
That story is just so. I don't know what the big deal of it is, honestly, because listen, I don't eat what you call them Rocky Mountain oysters. I don't eat that. I don't eat possum. You know, I don't eat.
Possum's pretty decent if it's made right. Same with coon.
So again, so why is it so shocking that people eat different things from different cultures and like, oh, they don't eat that. Haiti is one of the most impoverished countries ever. You eat whatever to survive.
My biggest question is why is it such an issue with people saying it about the Haitians when we've literally made jokes about there not being stray cats or dogs around a Chinese restaurant for my entire life? Exactly.
I mean, there are a lot of things I don't eat. I don't eat monkey brains, but that's a delicatessen in some countries. So what is the bigger problem, like JD and Trump attempted to say, was anytime you dump that amount of people into an existing culture, the cultures are going to collide.
Right. The population of Springfield was only a little over 40,000 before they dropped off them 20,000 Haitians. That completely changed the whole landscape of the environment.
Well, you know, I noticed I noticed that they didn't have a problem saying that the Chinese wet market, where they eat all these exotic animals, but they had no problem bringing that up for the virus. But if you say something about the Haitians eating, exotic animals, oh no, but it's okay to say it about the Chinese wet market. They even have a festival where they kill the cats and dogs that they eat there in China.
I think roller skater Texas girl's got a point, though. I think I'm inclined to agree with her that most of these lies that they're telling are targeting the young adults, the young folks coming up, the new voters that are more they're it's easier for them to be manipulated and brainwashed, because they don't have no real lived experience or anything to gauge anything on. You know what I'm saying? No real life or real world experience. They don't have no experience in the field, so to speak. You know what I'm saying?
That's why they will think it's shocking that people might eat dog or cat. I mean, hell, there's a whole TV shows on food, exotic foods, people eating bugs. So
Yeah.
what are we talking about? What's the big deal? What's the big deal? It happens. So what? Okay, you can't. Oh, you're trying to make it derogatory. Wait a minute. People eat all types of things in their culture based on necessity, on their culture, or whatever the case may be. I mean, I don't know what's the big deal, but again, this is the media is gaslighting, hyping up, insignificant things, and they pass over the things that are significant that we should be talking about. Like, Kamala still can't, Ms. Harris still can't tell you where she disagrees on Joe Biden on anything. She agrees with everything. She wants to have the good, but don't have the bad. She wants to say, yeah, this is me and Joe together.
Kamala,
that stuff,
Kamala's a retard, Orlando. She's a retard. She's a retard.
She's fake.
She can't answer questions.
Well, she's not really a retard. She's actually a well educated communist, is what she is. Because if you actually pay attention
she
to
can't answer questions.
no,
she can't answer simple questions.
If you actually listen,
2 + 2.
Clue.
If you ask this bitch what 2 + 2 is, she would be like, "Oh, I was raised in a middle class family, and I understand that you know what 2 is, and I know what 2 is, but we cannot agree on the fact
That's
that
communist. That is communist rhetoric right there, dude.
It is. I don't
She
know
was
why
raised
y'all
in-
think
she was raised
this
in
woman
Canada.
is actually intelligent, Snowman. Why do you think this woman is intelligent, Snowman? I don't understand that. She's stupid as fuck, brother. She is.
Must not be too fucking dumb, dude. She's managed to get herself put in a position.
What are y'all arguing over here,
No,
man?
people.
Yes, sleeping your
Why
way
are
Other
y'all
out.
arguing,
people.
man? We supposed to have a conversation.
Other
Y'all
people
arguing over
put
here.
her in that position.
Okay.
Other people.
Okay.
She didn't do anything
All I'm
to
saying is
gain
that
that
the
position.
things that the
Why
people.
are
Not
y'all
one.
arguing,
Not
man?
one thing.
All I'm saying is the things that people are saying.
I come in and turn to a shit show.
All I'm saying is that people.
Why does it turn to a shit show?
Jesus fucking Christ! Because
You see, it's Atlanta, my bad. It turned to a shit show.
Because you let Clue up here.
We supposed to be just talking on the same page and turn to a shit show.
Salute, Maurice.
Well, they haven't been able to find a single case that she was the first
Y'all
chair
must
as
miss arguing
prosecutor.
with each other, man. Y'all turn to a shit show, man.
They investigated all the cases and they can't find her actually.
She's
doing one
retarded,
case.
John. She's
Yeah.
retarded.
What?
She's very retarded.
Why you gotta use the word
Extremely,
retarded, man? And get my stuff
clinically
flagged?
retarded.
Okay.
Everything
All right,
she
Jonathan.
does is retarded.
I know, but stop using the word retarded and get my stuff flagged.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I
That's all I'm
apologize.
saying, bro. Stop trying to
She's
get my stuff
stupid.
flagged.
She's
Don't use the word
stupid. She's world class stupid.
He's very retarded. Now I'm
We
saying
had-
I'm getting flagged for it.
She's,
We had a guy.
that you
here.
said it. I
She
didn't say it.
suffers
You
from
said it.
craniorectal inversion.
Y'all get me flagged.
You
She
said it,
suffers from
Maurice.
craniorectal inversion.
So we had a guy here in Milwaukee that gave a very good, I think, assessment of Ms. Harris. That every time she talks and she has these word salads is because she is trying her best to hide the fact that she is a Marxist and she's a communist.
Right.
Yep.
Because the more
Right.
she talks, the more it's going to come out. So she has to be.
I disagree.
Exactly.
Her dad.
Orlando,
Yeah.
I disagree.
Marxist
I disagree.
philosopher, dude.
It sounds good.
Oh,
It sounds good, but I disagree, Orlando. I
Well,
disagree.
nobody's talking about
Here's
her
why I
being a
disagree.
Okay,
family
can we
of
get one at
slave
a time
owners.
on here before we start arguing?
Here's why I disagree.
Okay,
Hold
can
up.
we get one at a
Hold up.
time? Hold on. I don't have to mute everybody, man. Can we get one? See, I don't like mute nobody, man, but y'all gonna push me to this.
Well, Clues used to hanging out in the nigga sphere where all these ninjas sit
Oh,
and
You
just,
can't say
you-
that
you-
N-word.
You can't use that shit.
What
I'm
makes
kicking
him think he can say that
I'm
N-word?
kicking him out of here. I just kicked Angry somewhere else. I told him
Angry
don't use the
Snowman,
N-word. He
come
don't
on,
care.
man. Don't
You
say
a
that
white
Let's
boy,
be on
you
our
use the
best
N-word, man. You
behavior.
don't get me flagged.
On your best behavior tonight.
I had to kick him out, man. That's my dude. I had to kick him out. Ain't no
I
favorite
like
thing.
Angry Snowman, but you can't come in with the N-word. You gotta
We
bring us
heard him say
into
that,
the
man.
N-word. You gotta prime us for the N-word. You don't just come right out and say it.
It's like y'all got a
Come
right
on,
to say that N-word, man. God damn.
Now we're gonna have Angel show up.
Oh shoot. Hey, you see what I go through Orlando? That's like, oh shoot.
You got a wild team. You got a wild team.
They go and he fly N-words. I had to kick him out. That's my dude. I said, you know,
Bring him
please come back up, but be on your best behavior.
Mr. Dell,
kicked him
please,
out of here.
bring him back up. Let me talk to
No,
him.
he can come back
Let me
up. but I
talk
had
to him
kick
for a
him out of
minute.
here.
I just want to talk to him.
He's
I
not
gotta school
backstage
him.
right now.
He's not.
I gotta school him for a minute. I just
Oh,
wanna
there he
school
is.
him for a
He come
minute.
out and got kicked out of here. I had to kick him, man.
Bring him back up.
Jesus.
Hey,
All right,
Snowman. What did we talk about 3 years ago? Snowman. What
That
did we
was
talk
4
about
years
3 years
ago.
ago?
That was 4
When
years.
you were trailer hood. When you were trailer hood,
That
what
was
did we
4
talk
years
about?
ago, and
We talked about easing people into your foolishness. Don't just hit it on them. Ease them into it. Just bring them into it. Easy. What the fuck, Snowman?
what?
Yeah, you're gonna get Angel to pop up here now.
You say his
No,
name
he
and
ain't
one
coming
more
up
time
here.
you will.
I'm not letting Angel up here.
What, you banned Angel finally?
No.
No, just in moderation.
Angry Snowman, how many times I kicked you out of here? You don't have
Every fucking time I get on your stream, you boot me.
You always get kicked
75
out.
times.
I mean, that's why when you just kicked me, I wasn't that pressed about it.
I don't kick nobody out, man. And they're like, oh, he gonna kick Snowman. Yes, I will. I don't feel favoritism. You get kicked out.
Dude, this motherfucker.
I kicked John out before.
Dude, there was one time I gave this guy a $20 cash app, and as soon as he received it, he booted me.
I booted him. All right, I got my money. I'm out.
GLM.
Oh,
But
okay.
Maurice, what I wanted to say.
No. Hold on.
Oh, you want to say something? Okay, go ahead.
No. Y'all don't let me talk. Y'all look. I tune my mind up for 1 second, like for 10 seconds, and y'all arguing with each other, man. It's like, could we just all get along?
Well, Clue likes to argue with me.
I don't argue with anybody.
Well, do it
I
on
get
your
along
own
with
channel.
everybody.
Don't come on my channel try to argue with me.
I wasn't.
I'm into them.
He is on his own channel. He's screen sharing the.
Oh, no. Now I'm gonna block all the stuff so y'all can't simulcast my stuff no more. I'm telling y'all, man.
No, I was just doing it as a favor to you, man, to help you out.
It is a favor. I'll take the favor thing. But why y'all gotta argue with each other? Y'all cool, man.
We are cool, man. That's how me and Clue get down.
All right. Why y'all gotta call mine through this, man? Get me flagged.
Hey,
Mr. Delp, here's the deal with Let me tell you the deal. Let me tell you the deal with
Not Mr. Delp,
Kamala.
it's Mr. Freckles.
I'm gonna kick Angry.
Let me tell you the
Angry
deal
Snowman
with
off,
Kamala.
and I'm gonna kick Blue off. So I'm gonna kick both of y'all off.
What did I do?
Y'all getting out of here. I'm tired of y'all.
What did I do?
You know what? I don't care what y'all did. I'm kicking y'all both.
You're gonna make me stop this car.
Y'all both going in the waiting room. I'm gonna put y'all both in the waiting room for like 24 hours. Orlando, now you see the shit show I deal with over here.
Hey, I see this. You got a how do I say this? A motley crew.
Yeah.
Oh, you haven't seen nothing. This is them on their best behavior.
No, they do worse than this, Orlando. They worse than this. I have to like literally kick them off, like get out of here. Boom.
You got 10 people yelling over each other.
And I block them for a couple months. Like, no, y'all banned for a couple months. I can't deal with y'all.
Well, what we can agree with is this: that this administration and this candidate is inept, be it purposely or unpurposely, wittingly, unwittingly, they are destroying our country.
Yes, sir.
They are, they have used this plan of migration as a magnet and to get new voters into this country to overrun our systems. I just heard today that the Social Security, that some of these people are actually applying for Social Security, and the people on Social Security are asking for more help with their benefits. Again, how backwards are we as a country? And Ms. Harris's response is, we're going to make the rich pay their fair share. Stop it. Just stop it. Just stop. Stop the madness.
I would just like to see
Like the Bidens.
I would like to see one Congress where they don't raise the debt ceiling, where they actually balance the budget.
Yeah,
That would actually be an epic start.
That ain't gonna happen.
Because I can't tell you a Congress that hasn't raised the debt ceiling in my entire life.
Well, you can blame McCarthy for that because he made it unlimited.
Well, we have 3 weeks left. I think there's a move afoot that people are frustrated and willing to do something different. I don't see the enthusiasm, and Brother Mo can speak to it as well. We got 3 weeks left. I did see Mo. I don't know if you saw this in Milwaukee. They have the Black Voters Matter bus. They're going around to different churches in different areas to help people to get involved in the election. But we know how they lean. They do this under voter engagement.
Oh, they're ballot harvesting.
Yeah, but you're promoting nothing but Democrat
I don't understand why the right doesn't ballot harvest. It doesn't make sense.
Orlando, why don't we just get rid of the whole race thing altogether? Why don't we just do that?
Well, that would require people to have a little bit more intellect to understand.
If we get rid of the race thing, we could come together as Americans and go against Washington together. There's 375 million Americans against Washington. But y'all want to be stuck on race.
It's because there's nothing in it. That's really nothing in this country that brings us all together as one. We don't have anything that we can all, as Americans, rally behind.
Why are the two crackers got something to say?
Race is not even real, though. It's not real.
It's real to a certain extent.
No, it's not at all.
Oh,
let me explain.
Mo wants his reparations.
Allow me to explain why race is not real.
I was gonna give you 2 lines. I'll give you only 2 lines. I like RBR.
Wow, you're worse than RBR.
Let me explain why race is
real. RBR at least get 3.
Don't try to insult my intelligence over
Rest in peace to RBR too, by the way.
Yeah, rest in peace to RBR. No, go ahead. I'm fucking with y'all. Y'all can go ahead.
Race is okay.
Just don't come in and insult my intelligence, then we cool.
Maurice, let me explain race to your audience.
No, you explain that to me.
If you will allow me, I'll explain race.
Go ahead. I'm gonna
to your audience.
I'm gonna get a third line.
What's that?
I'm gonna get a third line. Go ahead.
Race is a hierarchical system. Do you know what hierarchy is?
I know that. I agree with you on that.
So what they did is they took colors. They took colors and they ranked them from lightest to dark. They put the light on the top, put the dark on the bottom.
Okay.
Let me finish. Hold on.
Orlando, what's your take on that? You the Negro here. We the Negroes. So let's talk about this. Man.
Wow.
Let me finish what I'm saying.
I think you should be able to boot Mo for that comment.
Look, I have to do this. I have to play the race cards.
Let me finish.
You finished.
The light was at the top and the dark was at the bottom. So that means if you are at the bottom, if you're black, which is the darkest color, you can never raise above that ever. You can't.
Are you a far right winger?
Huh?
Are you far right?
I am a nationalist.
Dude, he's way more extreme right.
I'm a nationalist
too, man. I'm a nationalist. We got something.
I'm just a nationalist. That's it.
Well, Elon Musk is an African American.
I'm a nationalist and I'm a far right winger. Orlando, I told
I'm
you.
just a
I'm
nationalist. I
far
don't know
right winger.
any of these words you say.
I'm a black
just a
far right
nationalist.
winger and a nationalist. So.
But what I was saying was that black is on the bottom, so black cannot rise above
You just
the
drunk
system. No, listen to me. It cannot. Black cannot rise above a hierarchical system based on color. Black will always be if the darkest is at the bottom and the lightest is at the top. There's no way that black could ever rise above white because the system was designed for black to be at the bottom.
Okay, can I get the?
So what I'm saying,
hold on for a second. Can I get the dark skinned guy opinion on this? I muted him.
Hey, Angry Snowman, General's one of your guys.
Hold on, John. I'm muting you too. All right, go ahead, Orlando.
It sounds like what he's describing is a caste system, right? That many cultures and civilization use a caste system, or that you once you're born into a caste, you'll never make it out, no matter what you do, because you are relegated to that caste. I think it's an interesting concept. But I do believe you have these informal caste systems and class systems. Mo just, very succinctly said it. The dark-skinned brother was definitely different than the light-skinned brother, in the black culture. We got the paper bag test, so I definitely understand that, it'd be much easier if we just more concerned about like people, right? Like we're all humans, and let's just care about people and people having the ability and having access to do whatever they want to, and achieve based on their America's a meritocracy, right? Let's do that instead of be worried about these caste system or class systems. Let's just do that. So, I mean, it's a utopian idea, but unfortunately, as long as you have Satan in the world and evil and man's evilness, man will sink to whatever depths to do what he wants to, because he is uncontrollable if he does not believe in a higher calling. That's my humble opinion.
Humble opinion. Okay, I'm you, Clue. I'm you and John. John, that time was an example. If I can mute you, I can mute anybody. Okay, go ahead.
Well, no, we had someone backstage. I just wanted to verify who they were before I brought them up.
No, that's me. This my name's Dave. I'm usually dealing with
Dave's solid. He's straight up.
Yeah, I saw your comment.
Okay, yeah, maybe on the best because I don't hesitate to mute people or put them backstage.
Yeah, do what you got to do, man.
Because I don't care. Like John's my main moderator, and he just got muted. So, so if John gets muted, who is John?
I've been muted, kicked off
out of here.
Most tried everything on me.
Yeah, I kicked, and John, me and him tight, but he got kicked off too. All right, John, you got to go. Click. I'll see you later.
So Maurice, I'm new to this. What gets me kicked off? Everybody's got their trigger points.
What Travi do? Are you trying to test my intelligence, dude?
Well, certain words YouTube won't allow. So,
are you trying to test me?
Nah. I'm trying to.
Hey, basically everything will get you kicked off of Mo's channel.
Yeah.
You know what? He done.
It all depends on how drunk Mo is.
Well, I figured if you got this this sludge snow guy, on here, you got a little bit of leeway up here.
Because I will kick anybody off.
Yep, he'll kick himself
It's
off.
my show. That's why I do it.
Hey,
Mo will trigger himself and get kicked off.
He sure the fuck will.
I kick my own stuff off and say, John, take off the show. I'm pissed off.
I've seen it. I've seen him do it. I've watched him pass out in a stream and leave me in charge of it.
What?
Yeah,
Why
Mr. Freckles' neighborhood.
Why? Look. Snowman, why you bring old shit?
Because that's fun.
Okay, you out of here. I touch on.
Bye.
Bye. Look, I'm kicking him out. I can't even find the button and kick him out.
Bye.
Then I'm intoxicated.
So can I continue what I was saying without getting kicked?
Okay.
So
You're gonna put gay meter?
It's a hierarchical system. The whole black and white thing. So to hear black people, so-called black people, say they're gonna rise above white people is stupid because the system was designed for them to be at the bottom.
Hold on, y'all doing too much, man. You know,
Did you not hear what I said?
No, I heard what you said,
Okay.
but you're too extra right now.
How so?
Yeah, it is extra and it don't make no sense.
Okay, guess what?
How is that extra what I just said?
You are out of here too. Kick, boom. I'm tired. You next? No, I'm tired. I ain't got time. All right.
Yeah, it just don't make any. Am I on? It just don't make any sense. You know, I hear a lot of people, not a lot of people, but I hear when people say, "Oh man, the way to eliminate racism is to." I don't know why. You know, this doesn't exist. It's like you're ignoring reality. I mean, you know, I just don't understand. I understand it. Like there's a couple of rules to. I don't
understand the sentiment behind it, but it'll never happen. So why keep pushing something that'll never happen?
Yeah, there's a couple of rules to what I've seen as far as and don't, you know, I ain't trying to call nobody out, but black conservatives, they can't acknowledge race. It's like rule number one. You can't acknowledge that.
Oh, hold on a second. Hey, Claude, you can come back on. I kick you out for a reason. You can come back anytime you want to. This is what I do. Just go in and redeem yourself and come back up.
Dude, don't take it personal, Clue. It's just how.
No, take it personal. That's what I do.
It's how
it's initiation.
Yeah, that is.
You've been initiated.
Yeah, y'all gonna get kicked off.
It's your hazing, sir. Accept it.
Because I'll kick Snowman off right now. Look, he just got kicked off.
Well, you know, I hear a lot from
John off.
I hear a lot from the pro-black channels talking about divesting and swirling, how they're anti that, but yet then they're going to vote for Kamala, and I don't understand. She's both. She's a divester. She's,
you know, I have never kicked you off string.
How does that work? I don't understand how they're able to change their whole belief system.
I don't know. You need to ask women that, because divesting and all those terms are actually terms made up by women.
Clue, I did not kick you off StreamYards. I just kick you off. You can come back.
He just kicked you out of the stream. He didn't kick. He didn't ban.
I did not kick you off.
You've never heard a black man use the word divesting.
No, I have on YouTube, the black YouTube, you will. The manosphere and.
Yeah, he's back up.
I'm trying to tell you, stop trying to draw black men into women's issues. Like, you're mentioning what women talk about and then asking black men about it. Go ask women about it, of what you're asking, because black men, we don't say divesting.
Most of the black and white men in this country act like women because they're raised by women.
That's another thing. I don't agree with that. Like, I'm seeing universal super soldiers out here in the streets. Like, y'all say that online, but I guarantee y'all won't say none of that. You're soft and all that stuff in their face.
Fuck you talking about, dude? I've told Mo he was soft to his face.
No offense, Mo, but Mo is he's got to be over 45 years old.
Yeah, and Mo's bigger than.
Yeah, he's not gonna do anything. He's not saying I'm not gonna say
it. Mo.
Mo
is the point that I'm trying to.
I'm not that big. I don't weigh look, I'm not even close to 300 pounds. I'm not that big. So,
but I'm not a small boy either, am I, Mo?
No, you just bulk like I am.
No Diddy.
Pause.
Yeah, but y'all be saying that, but I really don't see nobody walking up to the actual, you know, the 20-year-old from 26 and under. I guarantee y'all won't be saying that in nobody face.
What the fuck are you
I promise you, I'll give you $50.
Okay. Hold on for a second. This is the problem I have with black conservatives. This is why I don't like black conservatives. Because they are black first, and the conservative like ninth.
Well, I believe in reparations.
What are you talking about? Black conservatives are not. So you just heard what I said and say, hey, let me do some tricknology and flip it up. No, most black conservatives don't even want to acknowledge black.
Okay.
Period.
Black conservatives are black first. That's the problem I have with
No, they're not. No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, I have to disagree with you on that too, Clue.
Okay.
Clue's only saying
Name,
that.
name. Okay,
Clue's only
Snowman.
saying
Name a-
that as a
Hold on,
reverse way of not
okay,
even
hold
talking about
Hold up
race.
for a second. Hold up for a second. Snowman, name a black conservative.
Hold
who
on,
is-
hold on.
Trey.
I want to shut up, everybody. Shut up. Be quiet. I said shut up. I ain't said up. Go ahead, Orlando. What you got to say? I muted everybody.
I was just listening because this is
Oh,
definitely.
you want to listen to this? Okay, everybody get unmuted there.
I mean, I was listening because it's interesting how the gentleman said that black conservatives don't want to acknowledge color, or like we don't talk about race. I think part of the issues that I think I don't want to speak for the entire, because I speak for myself. I understand race, and I'm a black conservative, but I also understand that I'm first and foremost a child of God. And so therefore, when I get so stooped in just my color becomes my God, and I can't go out that way. So sure, we want to, I thought King, who's a Marxist himself, talked about seeing people for the content of their heart, of their heart, not the color of their skin. So
Yeah.
what is it that we want to do in this country? We want to acknowledge color, race, or heritage, but at the same time, value or grade each individual on their own merit. I think we can do both. You don't have to say, well, I don't see color. Like, no.
Okay.
I mean, again, I think we can acknowledge the fact that we all have a different heritage, but we can also be very, very honest that you're going to have to stand up on your own 2 feet. We can do both.
Well, Orlando,
Black
don't you think-
conservatives are black first. That's the problem. That
Okay,
is
so-
a problem.
Now, hold on. Did I say black first? Did anybody say black first? Have I ever talked about black conservative? I'm a black
I'm
conservative.
talking about. I'm responding to
No,
Orlando.
you trying to insult my intelligence over here.
We can unmute now?
Yeah, because I had to do this.
I'm
Okay.
sitting here waiting for you to unmute everybody.
Whenever you say black
Who
conservative,
was responding
black
to me?
Of
first.
course, I'm gonna say that, dude. It's like you're trying
What's
to
the
insult
problem?
my intelligence over here.
it's a problem to be black first. No, you conservative.
No.
First.
No
You're
one ever,
nationalist
have
first.
we ever said black first?
No, I'm responding to Orlando.
He's responding to
Responding
me.
to him.
Nah, I'm the one
Go
that
ahead.
said.
I'm gonna get
No,
y'all to
I'm
the
responding
dance
to
floor.
what Orlando said.
This is what I'm gonna do right here. I'm gonna let y'all two talk. I'm gonna get y'all to the dance floor. You dig? Look, I'm gonna get y'all dance floor. All right, hold on. I'm right here. Here we go.
Well,
It's me and Orlando. Okay.
So I think
Okay.
I think
I think
you
it's
have
us.
you have a position that black conservatives are black first. Then the other
They are.
gentleman was saying how most black conservatives don't see color. So you both are pretty much arguing from the separate end of the spectrum. He's saying that black conservatives don't see color. You say, well, black conservatives they're black first because they're black conservatives, and then you
It's a
go
problem.
to
You don't see that, but brother, you don't see that as a problem. That's what I'm talking about. Conservatism, nationalism should be first, not black, because black does not exist. It's fake. Race is fake. Your nationalism and your conservatism should
So
be
how is
first.
racist fake?
It's fake. It does not exist.
Okay, can you explain yourself?
Okay.
Go ahead. I'll just kick myself off. Let you.
Like I said before, the race system was designed as a hierarchical system, meaning the darker the color, the lower on the hierarchy you are, which means whites on the top, blacks on the bottom. It's a hierarchical system. It's made up. It has nothing to do with science or
So what is
biology
your
or anything.
what is your nationality then?
American. That's my nation. Nationality.
No,
American.
the real nationality.
Nationality, American. American.
See, he's
That's my
not
nation.
even like he's deflecting on things that he's saying. He's deflecting. Okay,
How-
I'm gonna let everybody
I
up,
just
man. I'm gonna
answered your
let everybody up.
question,
I'm
Mr.
gonna let
Mr.
everybody
Delt. I just answered your question. I
You
am an
are-
American. That's
You
my
did not
nation.
answer
The
my
United
question
States
because
is my
you are
nation.
deflecting on me right now. You are
How so?
deflecting.
I answered your
Yeah.
question.
I think
I
the question
am
is-
an
You are
American. That's my
deflecting.
nation.
So
You
I guess the
are
question is-
triggered.
So
So
the
how
question
did I
is-
incorrectly
You are
answer that question?
triggered.
So I guess
How
the question
so?
is, what is your ethnicity? Is what he's saying.
Exactly.
That does not exist to me.
Okay, so
It
what's
does
your
not
trial?
exist to me.
So why do it don't exist?
Fair enough.
Because
enough.
I am my country, my last name, my face.
You know, I get
That's
you,
it.
bro.
That's
get
it.
I understand it. I mean, I
All
get
that
it.
other stuff is fake as fuck to me.
I'm
I
with
am my
you.
nation, a
Okay.
last name, and
It's
my
all
faith.
good, man. But
Christianity.
if something
All right?
happens to
That's
you
it.
unjust,
That's it.
So when you do your application, what do you put down? Other?
Oh, here we go with the application. Okay, yeah, okay. I bubble in
I
the
want
bubble that says
reparations.
black. So what? Now, what's your next question? I bubble in the bubble that says black. What's your next question?
Okay.
I bubble
believe
that in.
I believe
I
it's
fill
black.
in that bubble.
Don't
So
try to talk me on my shit, man. But I believe black folks. I believe we are
No such thing as
Indians.
black.
I
No such
believe
thing
we're
as black.
Indians. No, we Indians.
No such thing as black, though.
And
No.
I'm not against you.
You're right. We Indians.
Colors do not exist.
Cool.
We're
I'm not
Indians.
against
We
you.
White,
deserve
black,
reparations.
instead of
fake.
arguing with the panel about it don't exist, because this is how I deal with
doesn't.
all y'all.
It doesn't.
Why don't you argue
This
with
is
the
it.
U.S. government? Your own government says it exists. Your own government is. So
Dave,
instead of arguing with the
they're fake.
government, you're gonna argue with regular people. And this is how I deal with all of y'all. Y'all know the government's gonna tell you shut the hell up and get out of my face. So instead of dealing with the government, you come to regular average working black folk and try to tell us we ain't what we is. But I don't see none of that smoke for the government. You are American, right? So why ain't you following the American doctrine?
I am.
You're
I
not.
am. I am.
America has put it out to the whole world. We have a specific ethnicity of Americans
Nope.
called African
Nope.
Americans, regardless
Nope.
of whether
No
whatever.
such thing as African American.
It is, bro.
Jesse Jackson pulled out of his anus.
bro. It is.
That is something Jesse Jackson pulled out of his anus. No
It's
such thing as
recognized
African American.
worldwide, UN,
African American is fake. That's something that
Scream
Jesse
louder.
Jackson
I get
pulled
that
out of
part.
his asshole.
I get that part.
No such
But
thing
you're
as
trying
African
to-
American.
What you're
All right?
trying
Get the
to
fuck out of
do.
here.
Here's what you're trying to do.
He's gaslighting.
Exactly.
I'm not
Because-
gas. What?
Because
You are
if you're
Why are you
American,
speaking their language?
see, this is the duality in what he's saying. When you ask him what he is I'm American only.
I am
But
American.
then he don't
That's
want
the
to
country
follow
I'm from.
America's rules.
I'm from the nation.
But why
of
aren't
the
you
United
following
States.
America's rules? America
I'm
said
from-
we
I
have
am.
an only
I do follow-
begotten,
I
an
follow the
only begotten
Constitution.
child, and we call him African American.
I
And you
follow
ain't honoring it.
The
So
Constitution,
what is your
General
problem with
Dave.
America, bruh?
Follow the Constitution.
What is the problem with what is your problem you have with America?
I don't
Because
have a problem with
is
America.
saying it.
Who said I had a problem with America? I love
They want
America.
one
It's my
thing, they
country.
wave, and then
I was
you
born
don't do
here.
nothing,
I was
bruh.
raised here.
You've been like
This is
bamboo.
my country.
You've been.
What are you talking about, David?
This is your country, so why aren't
Yes.
you agreeing with what your country's saying?
I do. What am I disagreeing with?
America says that they have their only begotten African Americans, and
This
you
is
said
the
we don't
fuckery
exist.
Once you said Africa, my ears went deaf because you
Well,
making no
don't.
sense.
Well,
This is
stop
America.
arguing
This is
with-
our
stop
own
arguing
country.
with black people
My
who
country.
believe in what America say.
There's no such thing as black.
Well,
General
argue with
Dave.
America. Don't argue with the African
General
American.
Dave, there's no such.
Get
let
on
me-
the
let me-
white
let me
channel
break
and
this
argue
down to
that.
you.
Get on
General
the white
Dave,
man's channel
there's
and
no
argue
such
that.
thing as black. Okay?
Get on the
Let's
white
stop-
person's
let's stop
channel
with
and
the
argue
bullshit.
that, bruh.
There's no such thing as black. That's
Tell
made up.
America that then.
It's a Crayola color.
Why aren't you
That's all it
telling the
is.
country who you
Black
agree
is not
with
a country.
that they're wrong? We're not
There's
a
no
country.
such thing as
now?
black America.
America's
Because
not a
black America is
country.
not on the globe. Okay, there's no such thing. It's all made up.
Hey man,
It's all in your
gaslight
head.
somewhere else, bro.
Okay.
It's-
Let me mute everybody. Everybody get muted. Everybody get muted. Hey, what you got to say, Orlando? What's your take on this, man? Since you my guest over here, what you got to say?
I think both sides can have a point. I have no problem with being an American first and loving my nation. I have no problem with that. Neither do I have a problem, respecting that I'm my ethnicity, African descent. I think both can be true, and I think both.
Okay.
I'm more of. I definitely respect the man's position of he's an American first because he's someone clearly who's
All right.
who's more
I
concerned
respect
with the nation. I have no disagreement there. Then with the other brother, I have no problem with him, asking the question of like, why can't black conservatives acknowledge the fact that they're black or that race exists. So I have both arguments. I can respect both arguments. I think both men make a point, and I think both have a valid point, but I think we can push on the point and move on because they both had some legit issues. I love his position on he loves his nation. I'm rocking with that. We could also all come from different tribes, and that's fair. I respect the brother General David by saying, well, black conservatives, y'all don't see color because y'all think everybody's everybody. I say, okay, I could, because they kind of almost saying the same thing, because on one hand the brother said he's an American and that's his nation, and then brother Dave is saying, well, black conservatives they don't see color. I'm like, well, that could be true, but I respect the tribes. I respect ethnicity, but can we all come together under the banner of Americans? I can respect all the concepts.
Hey, to the man. Okay, I'm gonna bring it back up here, man. I hope you have y'all best behavior, man. I don't like muting nobody, but sometimes I want people to talk, man. All right, here we go, everybody. All right, everybody's mic is unmuted. All right, y'all stop arguing. Okay, but anyway,
I think they got some good points, but we can continue the dialogue on the next. I guess the next topic. I see somebody said they're all coon. Okay, I got you.
Oh my Lord.
No, I'm only saying that because I know Clue ain't finna go to no Polish American and say, you ain't Polish American. He ain't finna go to the Italian, he ain't finna go to the Jews, he ain't finna go to the Arabs, and he definitely not finna go to no Irish person, nobody else.
Oh my God. Where you going?
Maurice.
Don't exist. Is this
Question for Maurice?
Yeah, give me a question, man.
Question for Maurice. Can I complete a sentence without being muted?
Okay. I'm gonna let you talk. You know what?
Can I talk
I'm
without
gonna
being
get
muted,
everybody to
please?
shut the fuck up. Here I go. Watch what I do. Here you go, bro. You got the dance floor.
Okay. General Dave, let me explain this to you like a retard. All right. Let me explain.
Why you gotta say we're a retard? Give me flag, man.
Sorry. Okay. Strike.
Good Lord, man.
Let me explain this to you, General Dave. All right. Your example is not a race, it's a nationality. You just gave an example of a nationality. My argument is that race does not exist. Race, not nationality. Chinese exist.
So tell me why race
Hold up. Chinese exist.
Dumbass.
Asian exist. Korean exist. American exists.
You are just
Mexican
triggered.
exists.
Bro,
Black,
you just
white
said
do not exist.
the African American nationality don't exist.
He came up here.
Black
and
does not exist. It's not a nation.
Hear his own self speak. No. I'm letting you speak, bro. No. Let him talk. You know what? I apologize. Let him talk, bro. Let him talk. I'm sorry, bro. I apologize. Go ahead and talk.
Dave, General Dave.
Hey, you're gonna keep saying my name.
Hold on, man. Let him talk.
You gave an example
Bro,
of a nation, a nationality. They do exist. All nationalities exist.
He made a point, though.
But
I
he keeps bringing up.
I kind of agree with you, Clue.
He keeps bringing up nationalities. Yes, they do exist. Black and white do not. Black is fake. White is fake.
It's the way they
Both of them are
made that.
fake.
I get that, brother.
No, I'm talking to Dave. I'm talking.
Okay, since you said my name the fourth time, I said our nationality. My nationality is African American. You said that doesn't exist.
African American is made up by Jesse Jackson.
Now you see where we're going. We're talking about nationality, and I can't even exist in my nationality.
General Dave, what is an African American, General Dave? You tell me. I'm listening. What is an African American?
You don't know what an African American is.
No, tell me. I don't. Obviously,
ask the U.S. government.
What is it?
They got full literature for you. I'm tired of people trying to figure out my people history.
Are you going to tell me what an African American is or not?
If you care, the information is there everywhere.
Are you going to tell me what it is or not?
I'm not wasting my time.
Are you
or
not?
I'm not wasting my time on
what is an African American?
Your government that you acknowledge has full literature, has spent $500 million on a museum to tell you what an African American is. And you can actually visit it online.
Your opinion.
So instead of
you
doing your work, you do your work to figure out what African American is. I know what it is. But to get to your point, you were saying this ain't about race, and this is about nationality. Then I mentioned a nationality that's regarded around the globe at the UN, and you want to say that
what is an African American? Talk to us, please. What is What is an
part
African
don't you
American? Please
understand
tell
that I'm
us.
not finna do your job?
Just
It's not my
tell
fault
us.
that your
Just tell
parents
us.
failed you with
Just
black
tell us
history.
what it
If you
is.
gotta ask me what an African American is, that's the school system and your
Dave,
parents' fault,
just
bruh.
tell us
It's not
what
my
it
job to
is,
do.
and we can move on.
We already moved. If
Hold on,
that's what you need to
hold
know,
on.
we need to move on.
Hold
We need
on,
to
hold
move on.
on, y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna send y'all back up here. I'm gonna do something real quick. I have to do this. Y'all stay backstage, and we got John and Orlando. What y'all take on? I'm bringing it back up, but I like to be fair over here. What y'all take on this thing, man? Should I bring it back up? No. Argue too much?
I let John start off. I spoke already. I'll let John speak first.
Go ahead, John. Well, yeah, John.
I don't know. I thought we're off topic only because you started the show with Orlando and then we were talking about issues in Milwaukee and
Yeah, we talked about the issues,
voting
and they want to argue.
then we went straight into the ditch.
But guess what? Look, it ain't gonna happen no more. I'm tired, man. Everybody, you know what? I'll see you later, man. Everybody's getting the hell out of here. I think I'm gonna finish my stream. I don't care. People get mad. Click. Bye, everybody. Kick on studio. You kicked. Everybody's kicked. I'm tired, man. I just want to chill tonight. You know, y'all can come back anytime. Y'all come back anytime. I'm just fucking tired, man. I'm gonna go. I'm kicking the stream anyway in a little bit. So, all right, we got Jerry final thought in the next 30 minutes. So, whatever, man. Y'all heard the fuckery tonight. Y'all heard it. It was cool. There's no hard feelings between y'all, them, and I just had to do it. You know what I'm saying? And then Angry Snowman gonna put no, Angry, you know what, Snowman, you been cool. You know what, Snowman been cool. Sorry, I kicked you off. Snowman, you been cool.
What did I do, man? I was sitting here quiet the whole
I
time.
just thought about that. You know what? I just kind of like kicked everybody off. No, you cool. But everybody, you know what, Snowman, you know what I'm talking about. It's like all that stuff. We're trying to get some reality over here.
Right.
So,
I actually came up here and engaged Orlando on what he was actually talking about.
and I apologize to you, Snowman, from kicking you off because I was kind of like in my own world, like, oh shoot, like whatever.
Look, I understand. I know you're used to me being the one that causes.
No. You are actually cool, man. And you had the calmest guy on here. You was calmer than Orlando.
Well, I guess
And Orlando was like the smooth guy on here.
I was just sitting back, taking it all in. I mean, me personally, I don't think everything has to devolve into a race.
No, I had to do it because I don't want to deal with it tonight.
Right. That's what I was saying, Mo. I don't think every discussion has to devolve into a racial topic.
It don't have to do that. So you know what? Let's do it some other time on some fuckery shit.
Or what we can do, it can be a conversation, but I think John said, let's not let it devolve into only that. There's so many other pressing issues, and I get it. Racism or ethnicity or nationalism is a concern. That's one of the issues that we have, but bring it to the present day context of American policies and what we're going to be voting on in the next few days or a few weeks, depending on what state you're from. How do we get back on point of what are the matters at hand? And as we as men, because we're all men for the most part on the chat, let's talk as men about this election on who we think is best fit to run this country. And
that's it.
I think that's what.
Hold on, John. Let me deal with this in the background. No, I'm not. I'm messing with you, channel, because you want to argue tonight. It's no hard feelings, bro. Should I let him up here? I just said I don't want no arguing tonight, man. Can we have a conversation, everybody? And I don't like doing that, man. Bro, I'm you right here, bro. I don't do that type of stuff. I let everybody have a voice. And that's what I do, man. Everybody just chill out, man.
We got an election in a few days, and I think that should be, in my opinion, kind of like what we're talking about. I get it. There's a lot of things that we have to discuss, but we have to get down to what can we kind of focus on the most, and we got to focus on. Yep.
Can I ask you a question though about this?
Fire away.
Do you really think that the two major choices that we are given to vote on are the best choices that we could have in America as a free nation? I mean, do you really think that what we're given is the best that we have? I mean, don't you think we could do better than Trump and Kamala?
I think this. I think the on one hand, one person went through a process, and that'd be Trump. And
Right.
as conservative Republicans, they spoke. I think on the other hand, Democrats didn't really have a primary season, so it's kind of tainted. But I mean, the best. I mean, I think Trump went through a process, and he won. Everybody wanted to put their name in. We had Marco Rubio, we had Nikki Haley, we had Ron DeSantis.
I would like. Well, what I'm getting at is I'd
Tim
like to
Scott.
see someone more like yourself or myself or any one of us on this panel. Just an average blue collar American. But the problem we have now is our politics are so they're so monetized now.
Yep.
To where it costs the amount of money it costs just to enter into the race makes it to where the average individual doesn't stand a chance to even attempt.
Yep. We just broke a record. Kamala Harris campaign got $1 billion, $1 billion with a B.
I mean, that's crazy if you think about it.
Just so that you can make, $300,000 a year job. You're going to spend $1 billion. I mean, that don't even make sense for 4 years.
I would agree that the prerequisite.
Campaign didn't get no money.
I'd agree with you. I think that the money in politics, it is unbelievable. That's just the entry fee to be a candidate. In politics, it is unbelievable.
I mean, don't they say that you got to start out with at least $1 million to even try and throw your hat in the ring now?
I think that's like 5-10 years ago. Now it's way more than that, probably.
And that million may be for like a congressional seat.
Yeah. Not even that. Probably for school board.
Brothers, let me explain something to you. Nobody likes this bitch. Okay, everything you see on the news is fake. It's all fake. She was never leading above Trump. Never. Not once. At the most, it was 68-22 or 32. At the most. 68-22, 32.
It's good. I can kick you off a little bit, man. Now you talk about sense.
This chick was never in the lead. Nobody likes this bitch. Nobody does. Nobody. They didn't like her 3 years ago, and they still don't like her now.
I will say
Willie
fake
does.
news.
Willie Brown said he'd like to hook back up with her again.
Let him talk, man.
Willie Brown likes her, but nobody outside of Willie Brown likes this bitch. That's what I'm saying.
No, all I was going to say is I honestly believe that regardless of who wins, be it Trump or Kamala, this election season, that we're in for some major outbursts from either side. I think that we're going to see some serious pushback after this election, regardless of who wins.
You may be speaking prophetically, because I mean, look what's the wars that we have in the world right now, and just the war we have in these streets here in America. We have a border system that is non-existent, and we have people here. We have Americans who are struggling, Americans who are committing crimes. We have a mental health chaos. We have a drug addiction, epidemic. We are in some rough times, and we definitely got to hold on to our faith at this point. But we are the men. I say men because it's mostly men on the panel tonight. But we are the men that who have been uniquely created for this time. We cannot back down. We cannot give up, because we have to fight for what is good and what is just.
I got a question. I got a question for Snowman. Do you think we're just being fucked with this Kamala versus Trump thing? Do you think we're just being fucked with? Maybe somebody governs them both. Maybe there's a boss that puppet strings them both.
Well, I mean,
Snowman.
I do think that there is a quote unquote, air quotes, a deep state that actually is behind everything else that's going on. And it's predominantly ran by the DOJ, if you want my opinion. They're the actual ones that are running things in this country and telling Congress and the president how things are going to go. I mean, how do you fight against the Department of Justice?
I think,
and how do you fight against the Department of Defense? I think between the DOJ and the DOD, that's where it's all locked up, where all the power
and the
is.
CIA and the NSA.
I think it's all a puppet show to me. I really do. I want Trump to win, but I think it's the back of my mind that thinks this shit is just a fucking monkey dance. It's just me. That's just me.
I think you.
That's
Yeah, but
just
you know
me.
what?
I think it's
I
all
have a
just
comment to make
monkey
on that.
dance.
What good person with good ethics background and good reputation wants to run for office when they know they're going to be slandered, lied about? They don't want to get into it,
That's
so
a
they
good
don't even
point.
bother to run for office anymore. They're like,
That's a
forget
good
it.
point,
I'm not
John.
going to put myself into the tiger's den just so that, you know. And
That's a
so
good
we
point.
don't get the good candidates like we should be getting. And
That's a good point.
who's recruiting these candidates, you know? That's why it's got to be grassroots. You got to get somebody from, you know, and
I think all of this is for us to be fucked with. The people, the American people. I think everything that's happening is for us to be fucked with. That's just me. I'm crazy like that. I think it's just, wow, we fooled you. Every 4 years, we fooled you.
Well, the one thing
Promise
that
you
I've noticed,
something,
Blue, is that
and it didn't happen.
I've noticed in my 30 years of paying attention to what's going on, more so 20, 25 years of actually really paying attention to politics, is that it seems like regardless of who's in power, who's in control, what political party or faction or whatever, this train keeps going in the same direction toward the
Yep.
same cliff.
I agree.
And they all keep saying that they're going to do this, that, and the third to
Mhm.
veer a different direction. But for some reason, this motherfucker is full steam ahead, going straight on forward. And to me, that just tells me that there is no two-party system. There's this, communist uniparty that's actually running this country. And this political theater is just that, I've told people for many years. Can I finish my thought and then you can ask me a question, please?
Okay. Shit.
I've told
Damn.
people
I'll
multiple
back
times.
off then. Yeah. Shit. Go ahead.
I've been telling people for many years now that I think it's absolutely asinine and naive of us as American citizens to think that just because, when the cameras are on and that they actually think that, these Democrats and Republicans are enemies, with a hallway separating them, when after the cameras go off, they ain't downstairs high-fiving each other, drinking beer and eating pizza afterwards, saying, good show.
Yep, look at Congress.
Absolutely.
They haven't done a budget. They haven't done a balanced budget, you know.
You know me, John. Absolutely.
The con
And
job.
all I got to say, and the con job continues. For the rest of us, we allow it. You know why we allow it? Because we don't know shit about how they actually operate. Orlando made that point about a week ago on Mo's show. Most people who vote have no fucking idea how actual state government runs, city government runs, the federal government, our senators, our politicians. We have no fucking idea what is in their job description. But we can attack each other's at will, like we're psychotic. Like, oh, you ain't a fucking Democrat, you ain't a Republican, fuck you, this and that. But we don't know or even do research to figure out what are the actual numbers of what either side is actually saying about this country. They won't even go research. Bottom line is this. If you put up 100 Republicans, right, in a chamber, and they outnumbered by 200 by Democrats, and they go to a vote, who's going to win all the time? It's that fucking simple. And then when they turn around and make you believe that somebody else is the enemy, oh no, don't go with Orlando, don't go with Mo, don't go with anybody. Listen to us. And we sit back and we go like, yeah, here we go, man. Listen, man, I've been in the ghetto going on 70 fucking years. You know what I see? All I see is everybody's hustling everybody else. And we gotten to the point where we think we're hustling them. No, they've always hustled us.
They're hustling us.
Okay,
So,
let's get that shit
at what
straight.
point do we fight back, RC?
We have to educate our youth.
What point do we stand up and realize realize that they're fucking with us.
We got to teach
Huh?
them how they're fucking with us. We're not doing that.
Lou, it's never going to happen as long as things like January 6th continue to happen.
You know, well, my point is like, okay, like I said, Orlando brought up excellent point last week, talking about, you know, the state government. We got different laws. Listen, we got young people today who have no idea that each individual state across this country has their own constitution. At the state level, you tell them, hey, man, you know, according to the Constitution, and if you bring it up, they go, oh, yeah, the federal government's fault. No, I'm not talking about the federal government. I'm talking about the state constitution.
But RC, you do know that each state constitution is supposed to be in line with the federal constitution. All state laws, there's not supposed to be any state laws that violate the federal constitution. Like the laws that they have out in California right now, where they're
not true.
That is absolutely true. That is absolutely.
Why is what about the 10th Amendment?
All 50 states operate as their own nation.
But their
all of them
constitutions are supposed to mirror the federal constitution.
No,
because the federal
The way the
supposed
10th Amendment
but it
is that
doesn't
the
always
only
happen
laws
that
that the
way.
feds can do are the ones that the states don't have. So
Wait a minute.
all of it goes back to the states. The feds aren't supposed to be
The
in
states
charge
are
like that.
individual
But they're not
countries.
allowed to
Understand that.
violate. But the states aren't allowed to make laws that violate the Constitution.
Bullshit. Nope.
No,
man. You're wrong on
No,
that.
I'm not wrong.
You're wrong.
Do some fucking research.
Yes, you are
I'm not
wrong. You're wrong on that shit. No. The states are individual nations. Individual nations.
You're dumb.
That's why in California you can have PDF file laws and stuff. Because
This right here is a
California
clear sign that
is a
civics
nation.
wasn't
It's
taught
a
to
nation.
anybody.
It's a nation, so it can have
I was taught this shit
wild
in
laws
civics,
like
Clue.
that.
What I'm telling you is a fact, and I was taught this in civics class.
You were taught a lie, motherfucker. You were taught a lie. The states we're in 50 individual nations that agree on certain things. That's what you live in.
Interesting dialogue. It's definitely. Go ahead, Mo.
No, I'm here, bro. I'm letting y'all talk.
I think. I mean, I just can't stress enough, and I think we all are on the same page in this area that we have a unique country, a unique opportunity here, and America may not be perfect, but I would say, the best country. It has its issues, but I would tell me a nation or a country that doesn't.
Yeah.
And but I wouldn't trade my citizenship for any other.
You wouldn't do that shit.
But we do have people.
I'll never give up my citizenship. Never.
We definitely have people who seem to be hell bent on some other version of what the Constitution says or what the founders thought this nation would be. When we don't have a secure border, we have no ability, or we have the ability, we're just not enforcing it. But I'll just say it this way: we don't know who's in our country. We can't even adequately create an environment that Americans can make the best choices they can. We have a failing school system. We have an economy that is not robust enough for enough people. And we have these people like Barack Obama and Ms. Harris and Mr. Sugar Walls trying to tell us a vision of reshaping America. After 4 years of what they've had, they have the audacity to tell us they can fix it. You're going to fix what you messed up. Or you're going to, I mean, if you don't know what hustle is, we're being hustled as Americans. And I think most people, well, I can't say most, but enough people should see that this campaign has hustled us. They tried to create this lady to be as if she is a brand new candidate. Like she don't have a track record at all. And these 4 years didn't exist at all. And she is just a clean slate. And we're doing this thing from washing collard greens in bathtubs and speaking with fake accents based on whoever I'm in front of. That's what we have. What we have here?
It's all about mind control, opinions, and wants from a society that's all dysfunctional. If you ask me, the bottom line is this: when Obama was in power, right? The state of New York tried to pull a fast one while using the government as their backup. In other words, the state was asking its people, well, what are we going to do here? So they came up with this great idea. And what people fail to see, that is, it is our politicians who come out of the individual state, in this case was New York, go to Washington and say, what do you guys want us to do? Okay, they turn around and says, well, we want you guys, that they have to sign up for these new ATF shit, applications or whatever. Thank God that the sheriffs in New York State turned around and said, first of all these gun owners already registered their weapons. And we're not doing it, and we're not going to enforce it. Okay? And what they wanted to do was have each individual to say, well, we want to know how many guns you have in your home, even though they're already registered when they bought them. Okay, then they turn around and says, well, you're going to have to fill out a new application because the state wanted to know by way of the federal government, by two politicians or three or four, whatever number, went to DC and said, what do you want us to do? So in other words, these four guys were able to stick it or try to stick it to the state of New York by having their citizens do something that the citizens already did in the state. So when the state residents turn around and says, why the hell do we have to do this all over again, right? You know what the sheriffs, and thank God for the sheriffs in upstate New York, they turn around and says, if you shall receive an application stating that you have to fill it out, just throw it in the trash. And you know what they did? That's exactly what they did, because the sheriff abides by the Constitution, not only of the federal government, but his job is to defend the Constitution in the individual state. That's where he works. That's what he abides by. And nobody can tell him different.
And the sheriff's elected.
And there you go. So, and elected by the people, right? To do his job to defend them.
I never knew until recently the power and the uniqueness of a sheriff.
And guess what, Orlando? Neither does a lot of the people have an understanding the powers of a sheriff. And it's amazing to me. It really is. And again, that's on us. So again, when all this shit is going on across America, guess what? It's starting to begin, it has been self-inflicted. So we the people, we allow this shit because we won't bother to figure out what's the actual law, rules, regulations about all this shit. We just don't. Somebody comes out of left field, yeah, I'm running for president. And guess what? I'm going to fix everything. Man, go fuck yourself, just like the rest of them, because that's all they do is they players.
I agree with the snowman when he said, the real alphabet mafia is the law enforcement piece of the federal government and how powerful that piece is. And, when Congress can ask for different information from DOJ, the FBI, and they can just stonewall and slow drag as if they don't have to comply like the rest of us have to comply with lawful commands. It blows my mind to see a clip from Kamala Harris from years ago when she says, yes, we want to see what you're doing with your guns. We're going to come into your house.
Yeah.
See what you're doing with your gun and make sure you know what you're doing. But she can't talk to Sugar Walls on how to load a pump.
Exactly. Yep.
Well, I like to know how she got the Glock when they supposedly are illegal in California.
Again, this is what I'm talking about. We get hustled. We don't bother to look into shit. We don't educate ourselves. And we just let them get away with it. And the common denominator here is that when you take a place like New York City, where I'm from, we got 8 million people. We only have less than 100,000 registered Republicans in the entire state. When it comes to New York City, there are over almost 1 million. So what are the chances that even if we vote for Donald Trump, and a lot of us will, it doesn't mean nothing at the state level. It may mean something for the party as a whole, but at the state level, guess what? We get fucked as usual because New York State and New York City is going to do whatever the hell they feel like doing. And that's what they did when Biden walked into the presidency. And I sat here and I watched it all. I'm going like, holy shit, $15 an hour, oh, $20 an hour. We need shit to survive, just snap, whatever. Then they turned around, they made it happen. Guess what they also did? They said, oh, they wanted this fucking $15? Well, guess what? We're going to rise the food price 40%. We're going to raise this. We're going to raise the rent. We're going to make gasoline higher price. So at the end of the day, did you really get a fucking raise? No. You get more money in your pocket that exits your pocket every time you get paid. You give it right back to them. And that shit was a con job. They planned it that way. And now we're bitching that, oh man, everything's expensive. You know how you fix this shit? Every piece of dirtbag that turned around and co-signed it, I'm talking about the politicians. It's simple. Vote his ass out of office or her ass out of office. Because guess what, people? Stop dreaming. Get off this pipe dream about limitation or Senate limits or term limits, this and that. You are the term limit. You can impose that shit by voting these suckers out of
exactly, brother. Exactly, RC.
It's that simple. But we don't know how to do that. Why? Because we listen to the con job.
Yeah.
We get hustled over and over again. And they use our color. Well, you're black, you know, or you're Puerto Rican. Man, get the fuck out of my face. I'm an American.
And you Puerto Rican from New York, right? You from New York.
Exactly. I'm an American first. Let's get that shit straight.
My nigga.
You know? Get the fuck out. Man, I'm sick and tired of this shit. And again, that's what we should have been talking about in the last 3.5 years, about what they did to us.
Yes, sir.
I know how they did it. How come the rest of the population can't figure shit out? You know why? Because they're indoctrinated.
Yeah, our education stinks.
Yeah, and we talk about that too. You talk about we ain't got no money for the Board of Education. Mike Bloomberg came along and says, well, I'm going to donate $50 million for charter schools because they fell behind during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Excuse me, just the charter schools? You're going to give them $50 million? What about the other 900 schools that exist in the same Board of Education? Hey, Bloomberg, you got no money for the rest of us? Or maybe it's because we're too dark. Or we don't speak the same language? Give me
actually, the United States actually spends more money per student than any other country in the world. And still, they don't get it right.
They give out. But then again, what people don't understand is this, John. When the money is allocated from the federal education department in Washington, D.C., they give certain states money to snap. Guess what the state does? They do whatever the fuck they want with that money.
Yeah.
So not all of us that always get the same shit. Yeah, you may be paying for that student, but guess what that student is not receiving? His fair share of the supplies and the books and the necessities to get our education like the good schools. You see how that works, man? And nobody knows this.
A lot of that.
We know it.
A lot of that is all because of school boards, though. We have a lot.
And again, they control the money, Snowman.
And the unions.
Their way. So that means
the Federal Department of Education really doesn't need to even exist to begin with.
Yeah,
it should be
the core curriculum.
Well, put it this way.
I do believe Trump said that in Trump's Project 47. That's one of the things that he mentions that he's going to do away with is the Federal Department of Education.
Yep. But put it
Yeah,
this way,
Elon Musk is
Snowman.
supposed to come in and streamline the government for us too.
In New York State, and again, like my thing is like this is how I connect the dots. On one hand, they say, well, we're trying to get like we need $60 million to or whatever for the Board of Education in New York. Okay, what did the federal government give you? Nobody's asking. But then again, New York State has a lottery, and they turn around and say the lottery was created in the state of New York for the purpose of educating the people.
That was in
And
every state in America, actually, is why the state lotteries were created, were for state education. That's where all the revenue was supposed to go. Education.
Hey, y'all. Hey, look, I'm sorry.
But
I
the
got it.
state, excuse me, Mo, 1 second. The state.
I'm
the
sorry.
state,
I can end stream a little bit. John, you gonna take up the stream while in the stream?
You're gonna end Rumble then?
No, I'm in Roma right now. So
Okay.
take the stream over. I'm kind of tired, man. I'm
all
going to
right,
bed.
Mo.
All right, Lionel, I'm tired. I'm going to bed.
All right,
The
bro.
sheriff is near.
So is John running the show now?
Yep.
No, y'all been a fucking month. You know what? I'm in this stream. Fuck y'all.
No,
We'll
no,
be good.
man.
Come on. Look
No,
at
y'all ain't gonna be
Hey,
good.
hey,
I'm out.
Mo, let us live. Come on, bro.
Okay,
Let
I'm
us
gonna let
live.
y'all live. You know what? Fuck it. Rumble is done. In the
We've actually
stream.
been doing pretty good up here, man.
Yeah. So it's good. Y'all will handle the rest of YouTube tonight, okay?
All right, I got it handled.
All right, you got it.
And again, real quick, and I'll shut up after this. It's the delivery of the language. Like I was on the topic of the state lottery, right? They actually advertise on our news
But I'm gonna go to
network
bed,
in
y'all.
New
I'm
York.
tired. I'll see
All
you
right,
later.
Mo. Have a good night. Get lost, man.
Good
Get the
night.
fuck out of here.
I'm on. I'm on.
Thank you, Mo. But anyway, when it comes to the state lottery commission, they advertise on our news network that lottery for New York State pulled in $186 billion. That's twice the state budget. But yet they can't take care of or maintain the education inside of New York City or Buffalo City or every, this is how it works. It's all bullshit. It's all manipulative. And since we don't know who to go to and ask the questions and why, we're never going to get anywhere.
What's
and
your
they'll
guys'
bullshit
thoughts?
us.
What's your guys' thoughts on all these assassination attempts that have been taken on Trump?
It's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
That's for people do desperate shit. That's why. So that, the news and everybody gaslighting the public like that, threat to democracy, Hitler, all that. I mean, it doesn't help. I mean, actually, you get it on both sides some, but it's really bad on the left. And, the discord that we have is gone out the window.
What I find interesting is the lack of reporting being done on it. Now they're acting like it doesn't matter. I mean, this is the third attempt, man, and this is going to be basically erased from the media stream by the end of the week.
Well, actually, it's actually the fourth one, Angry, for the year.
If you think
the
about
fourth one of the year.
Is it the fourth? Well, I know, if
Yeah.
you think about the one that happened in Pennsylvania, I mean, it happened, and then they stopped talking about it 2 days later.
Yeah. And then it happened in Arizona, then it happened in Florida, and then it happened today or whatever, yesterday.
My question is real quick: who is getting nervous?
Well,
we don't even know
the deep state.
Another thing that's interesting is that they keep trying. Well, they keep trying to label these people, these assassination attempts, as right wing, also, which is also interesting.
It's part of the game. It's part of the con job.
Well, I'm gonna say this, guys. I'm gonna leave soon too, but I'm gonna say this before I go. I just can't imagine how this country would have, at least a chance to do some things differently. And I see Trump as a different candidate this time around. Someone told me, I think it was JFK, Kennedy. It was Kennedy who said that Trump was heavily influenced in the first term, which I can agree to, by people he thought he could trust to bring in this whole administration of the 4,000 people he has to hire. But just imagine if he can win this time, and he said he'll be different this time, with people like Elon Musk and Kennedy in there. Just imagine what this country. Now, don't get me wrong, the deep state is still real, because all those life-term bureaucrats we're going to buck and try to change and try to stonewall every secretary, every mid-secretary that Trump hires and appoints. They're going to do everything they can to sabotage and to keep things a status quo, because they've been there through 4 presidents or 6 presidents all their life. They know this ain't nothing but a blip until they can do what they want. But just imagine, until you just said, the RC just said, who's nervous? If Elon Musk gets in here and actually start to audit the American government on what we can do better, I mean, I'm excited, but I also understand the threat it brings to the people who are the deep staters.
Yeah, I let me follow up on that. My thing is, it's like, I think when Donald Trump ran the first time and he got in there, he figured
was
out
just as
real
shocked as
quick.
everyone else.
No, he figured out real quick. And again, this could be bullshit, or it could be, again, part of the hustle. We don't know. But think about this. I think this is what and it's just my opinion. We can't prove shit, really, at the end of the day. I think when Donald Trump got in there, he tried to do something good for this country. He realized real quickly, it's like, holy shit, is this one of those moments? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So let's see what happens. Yeah. And then again, when I say, and the con job continues, a part of my soul tells me I believe it. Because guess what? We don't have the power. Citizens don't have the power. We ain't really got no say so. But if we
we do,
research,
but we don't know how to use it because we're ignorant of what our rights are. A lot of people don't know what their rights are.
Yeah, because we listen to these politicians like they're gods. They're not gods. They're human beings.
And COVID proved that to everybody, that how ignorant they are of our rights, because we went along with a lot of stuff that we shouldn't have had to go along with.
It isn't just the ignorance, though. It's the polarization and the division in this country.
No, yeah,
this country is divided.
Absolutely.
Some of that comes from team sports, you know.
I'm just saying this country's split and divided in so many different ways that it's so fractured that I don't know if there's a way for it to come back and for Americans to come together as Americans as a whole.
Well, they kind of thought that way before 9/11, but then after 9/11, we came together. But that didn't last long.
I don't know, bro.
Well, brothers, I'm gonna let you guys go. I really appreciate this opportunity to engage you guys. I will definitely come again. I will let Brother Mo know if I could ever get a chance to talk to you guys again. This is great. Even in the areas we don't agree, it was still helpful and also informational. You guys have a great night, man. I look forward to it, and keep loving country, man. Keep loving country.
And that's Orlando's YouTube channel.
Hey, it was nice meeting you, man.
Nice meeting you,
I'll definitely come check you out, man. You'll have to come over and check me out. Hop up on one of our panels sometime, man.
And this is his website right here if you really want to get information.
Thank you so much, man. And I let Brother Mo know. Let me on when the team comes together again. Include me, because this is really cool. You guys have a great night.
All right, peace.
All right, have a good night.
All right, I just subscribed to him, so he's a regular on YouTube, right?
Yeah, he just started about a month, not even.
Okay. You know, again, I agree with the shit, man. My thing is like, again, bro, we just get hustled, bro, on a daily basis. And the news media, their job is to make us believe it. I mean, motherfuckers don't know how to connect the dots.
Yeah. Well, look who was behind killing John F. Kennedy and shooting Reagan and stuff. You know? Yeah. It's the same powers.
Yeah.
You know, they don't want to lose all that power they have over us.
And again, I don't care what anybody says, bro. Motherfuckers will kill to maintain their position.
Yep.
Because they can do that. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. You don't think that this government will go that far? They already done it.
Dude, I've watched way too many of my own personal close friends get put in prison for trying to stand up against this shit. So I know firsthand what the government will do.
Yep.
Yeah, people can come up now.
Like, shit is ridiculous.
So hit the link if you want to join.
I spent what, about 5 days trying to communicate with people in Florida, family members. Finally, yesterday I heard something, and I'm telling you, bro, I'm not gonna bring it up here, but I'll talk to John later about it. You know, my shit is it's like it amazes me that when a president says something that there's no such thing as whatever they're talking about, or excuse me, whatever the rest of us may be talking about, and everybody just, well, see, I told you, it's a lie. Y'all just talking shit. But yet, if you go do some research, everything that everybody else is saying will pop up.
The problem with research nowadays, though, is with these search engines, it's hard to do research because they do their damnedest to make sure that whatever research information you do get, it's the research information they want you to get and not the research information that you're trying to search.
Well, RC got
sometimes-
hit by Facebook for saying that FEMA is only giving $750 to the hurricane victims, saying that's not a true. Kamala and Joe Biden both said that. So
exactly. Yep.
so that means they're lying.
They set it right on FEMA's website until they scrubbed it.
Yeah, but they nailed RC for that on Facebook, saying that that's not true.
They didn't nail me. I mean, they gave me a warning and all that shit. And then when you go to challenge it, right, they don't give you a way to challenge it. Like before, you could have wrote something down, this and that, but they asked me permission, and I'm going like, wow, I must be pissing some people off. They talk about, well, you can either let it ride or delete it, but if you don't delete it, we'll just move it down further into your feed. And I'm going like, yeah, go fuck yourself, because I ain't deleting it. And I just leave it there. So if people see it, they see it. If they don't, okay. At least, you know, they ain't gonna fucking make me do whatever the fuck they want me to do.
It's like the video they showed of Biden at the in France for the Normandy D-Day invasion.
Yeah.
When he shit his
And
pants.
they said it was a fake video or whatever, not deep fake, but a fake video.
Pants.
And the thing is that is a pool camera from the from the White House. It's not like somebody independently doing it. It's a camera from the White House so that everybody has access to the video. But yet they're going to say that it's not real.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
I want to say something to what y'all were talking about earlier. I don't think President Trump is playing games with anybody because think about it. He's already been president once and he's got things done. So,
Yeah. Well, he said if he loses this time, he's not running again.
I know, but we'll have to try to get JD in there or somebody, you know. But if he don't win this time, America's over. It's done. Like Elon said, there won't be no more elections. It's over.
I think that's a little bit hyperbolic.
Well, I don't know because all these illegals coming in, you know they're going to be voting. So yeah.
My thing is.
Well, I like how the Democrats talk about the Republicans are a threat to democracy, but nobody voted for Kamala Harris in the primary. They just put her in there. I think that's more of a threat to democracy than anything else.
Exactly. There you go.
So with that said, man, I mean, would it be far-fetched to say that are they trying to piss us off to the point where they actually want us to start a war inside of America?
I think 2020 was what they were actually expecting a civil war to break out then.
You know,
a revolt.
Right, they did. See, Trump didn't have nothing to do with that. He said peacefully and patriotically.
I'm not talking about January 6th. I'm talking about just the
COVID
2020 situation in general.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
If you match that with the Floyd riots and then they put us all in lockdown. That was them trying to basically push everybody to a boiling over point and try and push a civil war.
I agree.
And honestly, I think they thought that the lockdowns would be the basically the one thing that would cause white Americans to actually rise up and do what they need them to do for that civil war to happen.
Well,
but then they realized how much of a sheep we were.
Well,
that there's a lot of sheep in this country.
I will say this. I've talked to a lot of people that actually love President Trump. I mean, they really do love President Trump. And I've talked to a lot of them, and they have told me, now I hate that it has to come down to this, but either way, if Trump wins, the left's going to act out. If Kamala wins, you're going to see chaos like you ain't never seen. And I've heard this come out of I've heard this come out of their own mouth.
I've heard the right say that for I don't know how many years. I've watched people in militias that were talking about going up against, going to arms against the government, and then as soon as Trump got elected, they put all their gear and their shit in their closet, started drinking beer, and watching football, like everything was okay.
Oh Lordy, oh Lord, I don't know.
As long as it's not Bud Light.
I'm just saying, I've heard it so many times that I really don't believe that the right is going to rise up and do a goddamn thing.
I kind of agree with you. It's just tough talk.
I mean, the right literally sat here and for a year solid watched the left burn down cities all across this country and didn't do nothing about it but watch it happen.
I'm talking about the American people is what I'm talking about. The American people.
That's what I'm talking about too.
I don't know. Us hillbillies. I don't know.
Well, what about Kyle Rittenhouse? I thought he did something.
Yeah, he did.
Dude, the few here and there, dude, that doesn't really matter. If you look at what the few here and there did and the legal ramifications that they went through from doing it, and then what the left got away with doing and nobody doing anything about it to stop it.
I know it. That's crazy. I know it. That's crazy.
I mean, Jesus Christ, even if you look at January 6th, I mean, they say that was an insurrection. They say that it was an attack on democracy, but they seem to forget that May before January 6th, you had BLM, Antifa, and all the left in D.C. literally setting D.C. on fire.
Yep.
Did you know that the Rhino? Did you know that the Rhino Republicans was behind that?
I wouldn't be surprised. That's all part of the Uniparty, buddy.
Yep, they was behind it because they didn't like Trump.
Nothing surprises me anymore.
That's why if we get the right people in, like Kerry Lake and all these outsiders, to give him some help, I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be all right.
And remember, those people that were burning the cities down, they were Americans.
Well, we have a debt problem in the United States.
Massive.
Nobody's talking about.
Well, actually, Trump did talk about it. He said in the last couple of his rallies that he was going to bring down our debt.
Well, the bottom line is this, man. We're listening to a government that says that we ain't got no fucking money, we're in debt, but you can turn around and give another country a few $1 billion at will. Like it's not.
I agree. That's true.
You know how much money they give Israel every day?
They
just gave money to Lebanon. Yeah. And we're still giving it to the Taliban in Afghanistan. We're still giving money.
What I remember is 241 Marines being slaughtered in Lebanon.
Yep.
I'll never forget that shit.
I mean, I get it. I stand with Israel because they're our allies, and that's the Lord's holy land over there. I get it, but I think that we should support Israel. I do. But to send them our money when they don't need it, no.
I don't think that we should be supporting any of those anything going over in the Middle East. That's not our fucking problem. That's not our issue.
Or in the world, for that matter.
We got issues here in America that aren't being addressed while we're sitting and making sure other people's borders are being fucking, solidified. I think it's
agree.
For America to sit back and start thinking about America, because you know what? It's absolute bullshit that you had what happened in Maui go on. Now you have what's going on in Florida and the East Coast going on. This is nonsense that our tax dollars, and not only that, when are we going to get a fucking an actual a budget, an itemized list of where
Yeah.
the $6.4 trillion went from the CARES package. When are we going to find out where that is? Because you know what?
Yeah.
$6.4 trillion, if that was actually fucking inserted into the American economy, our inflation wouldn't be what it is right now.
I agree. I agree with you.
And how many countries have donated to the in the world donated to the hurricane relief in on the East Coast, on Florida and stuff? I haven't heard any country said we're going to donate and help out, even though we donate and help every country in the world when there's something happens.
Not a single country has did that. Not one.
Yep. It only goes in one direction. Well,
Yeah,
except for what's laundered back to the politicians, because they launder it back to.
And it's all coming from people that can't afford to give it.
Yeah.
I always ask myself when George Bush was president, I always ask myself why was he sending aid to these other countries and helping them, you know, because he did the same thing. He did it too. I mean, he did.
I think the United States is in such turmoil and chaotic that we can't afford to give money to anybody else until we get our country back.
I think Trump's going to get our money back. He's going to get our money back from these people.
Well, my thing is, Trump's only one guy. You know what I mean? To be honest, Congress needs to do their job.
And honestly, the president's power is very limited.
Congress has got to get off their butt.
The power in government is Congress, man. Congress is the one that has all the power, not the president.
Yeah,
I agree. But the president does have power, though, because, like I said, he went over Congress the first time and got stuff done.
But those executive orders are only good as long as he's president.
Exactly.
Not necessarily, because I'll tell you why. I explained to you. Hear me out. When he left office, he signed an executive order. You know, you remember when he was sending out all them stimulus checks, right? Well, when he was pushing for like $2,000 or whatever, he got us $1,400. So whenever he left, he still had power for 45 days after he signed that executive order to send the money. He had 45 days to release it after he left office. Okay, but Joe Biden took credit for it. He had 45 days to release that money.
What I'm saying though is, what happened when Joe Biden also got into office? He basically rescinded almost every executive order that Trump wrote. So that's what I'm saying. Presidential executive orders are only good as long as that president is in power, because the next person that comes in can just as easily write an executive order to fucking get rid of their executive order.
I agree.
Or Congress can override it too.
Well, I heard now, and this will probably be a good thing if we get in the House and the Senate. But I heard that if he gets in this time, and he has the House and the Senate and help, that he's going to codify his policies into the Constitution, and that'll be a good thing because you can't remove them.
You need Congress's support to codify anything into the Constitution.
Yeah, and you need the state legislatures also in order to pass a
the president doesn't have the power to do that on his own.
Right.
You got to have 3/4 of the state legislatures, 3/4 of the House, 3/4 of the Senate.
Well, right now we have 26 of the 50 states. The Republicans do.
Well, see, my thing is that for the last 2 years, who's been in charge of the House? Who has the power of the purse? Republicans. And I don't see them doing anything as far as doing anything about the budget. In fact, I was just talking earlier with Angry Snowman. You know, McCarthy is the one that gave them unlimited funds. He said that he took off the cap on the budget.
I think they're compromised. I think the Democrats have stuff on them. They have stuff.
Mike Johnson was a MAGA person, and then as soon as he became speaker and he met with the security services, you know, like the NSA and the CIA and all that, he changed his tune. See, I think they have dirt on these guys, and they say either you play ball or else.
Exactly.
So they fall right into line. They don't, you know.
That's why Trump tells them to be tough all the time. He don't give a crap if they got stuff on him or not. Look at him.
Hashtag Edwin Snowden.
Because I
Just
don't see
being,
what's the difference between McCarthy and Mike Johnson.
I
Same
mean,
thing
just
is happening. They're still passing the omnibus. They're still, nobody's passing budgets and line item budgets, and most of these people don't even know what they're voting for. They're just approving it, just so the hell with it. They
They
don't
don't
even.
even read any of the
Yeah,
legislation.
exactly. It's like Pelosi said, you got to pass it to know what's in it.
have you guys ever heard of useful idiots?
Yeah. And another problem is this Chevron doctrine thing, where like the ATF and DEA, they can write their own laws,
Yeah.
administrative laws, and
Well,
that's
why the Supreme
legal.
Court- That's
It's
why
got
the
to go
Supreme
through
Court did away with it.
Yeah, but they haven't. The government hasn't done anything really with it. Just like they weren't going to pay student loans, and Biden went ahead and still tried to do it again. It's lawless. They don't abide by the rules.
Yeah, I know. That's crazy.
If they don't advertise it, we never know what they're doing
Yep.
behind closed doors. It's the way it works.
It's like in that immigration bill that the Democrats try to push that came from the Senate. Oh, bipart. Well, little do they know that in there it talked about the money that they were going to give to the Border Patrol was actually going to get kicked back to FEMA to pay for the illegals. So it really wasn't to help hire more Border Patrol or any of that.
Suspicious.
It was a scam. It was actually read the bill.
Suspicious actually brings up a good point too. He said if either party gets a majority large enough to amend the Constitution, you can say goodbye to your gun rights. And I believe that wholeheartedly too.
Well, you can always have a convention of states too.
Dude, they've been trying to have a convention of states for a decade now to put term limits on fucking Congress.
They've been trying to do a succession too for years.
No, but what I'm saying is it's in the Constitution that we are allowed to have a convention of states. The problem is that they can't get their act together.
All by design.
It's like Lucy in the football.
That's a fact, RC. It's all by design. If the truth of the matter is this is exactly how I personally think that this is how the founders wanted it. Otherwise, they would have already put term limits in there.
But like we talked about, RC and I, you don't need term limits. You just don't vote for them again.
Exactly. Vote them out.
Yep.
You don't actually have to have official term limits. You just don't vote for them again.
You know what's the saddest shit to watch over here in the ghetto in New York City? That the public, right, the voters, they go, well, I ain't voting for that sucker, this and that, whatever. But in a minute, they'll vote for another Democrat without knowing what the fuck that Democrat is about. And then when that guy gets in, or that female, and then they wind up realizing we got fucked again. I just look at them. I'm like going, yeah, well, are you going to take 4 years or 2 years or 6 years to vote this sucker out? Or are you going to allow him to hang around for 33 fucking years? You see what I'm saying? When they say
that's because they don't want to blame the Democrat Party. They just they blame the individual.
You got to support the Democratic Party. And I go, yeah, y'all just keep saying yes, master. Whatever you say, yes, master.
I think by now, black people will be tired of getting the okie doke.
Yeah, I'm telling you. They just don't get it. It's like gang mentality. This is our gang. You stay away from that gang. And if we got to kill a few of them so we can keep our shit, this and that, so be it. And I'm going like, wow. America, we are being played. We've always been played.
That's why we're in this mess. So they lied to us.
Yep. We used to be able to
and I like how they try to use our tax dollars to bribe us. Yep. Oh, we'll give you $50,000 to buy a house. Oh, where are you going to get the money from? The taxes,
Hey,
don't they go there?
But look, they're only willing to give Americans $50,000 while they said they give illegals $150,000.
There you go.
Yeah, that was California and Washington State. Yep.
Why don't they just go to Ukraine and get all our money back?
Because Hunter snorted all that shit up his nose.
That's why I like it when they say the rich need to pay their fair share. Well, I don't see the Bidens pay their fair share.
Oh Lordy.
They didn't pay their taxes.
World democracy. That's what
You know everything. You know everything in this country is tax. Everything has a tax on it. No matter what it is, you're taxed to death on everything.
Some of these
Yeah,
states,
and then you're taxed on money that you're already taxed on.
Yep.
Let me tell you how smart the Democratic Party is, even though they're evil as fuck. They invade other states. They move their liberal fuckers down there for the purpose that when they get there, Texas, they don't really have high taxes like California, New York, Connecticut, Chicago. When they get there, they just start implementing shit once they land. All of a sudden, everybody's paying taxes for bullshit they never paid for before. And everything was okay. The city ran. Look at Houston. You know, people don't know how to connect the dots.
Yeah, that's crazy. People just need to do their research, man. You can't just vote anybody in there. You gotta do your research on these people.
Look at what they did here in New York. We're going to use electric scooters and bikes to make deliveries, et cetera, et cetera. Oh, by the way, you got to get insurance for that bike and that motor scooter or that but it's electric.
Unless you're an illegal.
You know, yeah.
See, it's funny. It's funny you mentioned that, RC, because I have like a little 49cc gas scooter,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't have to get tags with it, or don't have to get no motorcycle license or anything like that for it. But I still have to pay taxes on it. So that's
This is how they get us. They tax every fucking thing.
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
then they tax you again.
Yeah, I'm wondering if I get the flu and I walk out in the street and I sneeze, they're gonna go, "Oh, you owe us $40 for that sneeze."
Yeah.
I'm like, "What the fuck? What?"
You pay taxes on your money. You go buy a house. You got to pay taxes every year on that house. Then you put money in the bank that you save after you pay taxes. You pass away, and then they want to tax all of that again. You know, so whoever gets it has to pay taxes. And now that Kamala coming out with this unrealized tax thing where you don't even have the money and they're going to tax you for something you don't even have yet.
John, did you receive a letter from the VA talking about that if you spent $100 at the commissary, you get 25% off? Like,
Yeah.
holy shit.
I mean, some things do have to have taxes, like state taxes and stuff. Some things do have to have taxes because it makes the economy, flow and stuff. But being taxed on every single thing, no, I don't agree with that.
Well, that's why they had user fees. You know, if you use the road, you pay a fee. If you use water, you pay a fee. You know.
Yeah,
Right.
use the feed on humans.
The only one that doesn't work like that is the police department. You know what I mean? And fire department. That one, yeah, you would have to have taxes to pay for them.
You guys remember? You guys
But
remember
in some
them
places
old,
they have volunteer fire departments.
You guys remember when they used to have them old toll booths when you go like down them parkways and things? You remember when they used to have those up?
They still do in New York and places.
Wow.
Well, put it this way: the New Jersey Turnpike took them down, and guess what they did? They put them back up.
Yeah.
They took ours down
across
here.
the GW, to get across the George Washington Bridge from New York to Jersey, it's up to fucking $18. I'm like, holy shit.
Our toll booths have been taken out for like many years, decades.
And again, who put them back up? Politicians.
Yep. So they can make more money.
That's okay, man. That's a God.
I think I think this was when we had a Republican governor. He's the one that took our toll booths out. Now we have a Democrat governor, which was recently reelected.
What state is that?
Kentucky.
Oh, good old Kentucky.
Yeah. Governor Bashir was reelected, which I can understand why people would rather have voted for him.
Home of the
But,
Kentucky Long Rifle and Kentucky Bourbon.
but I mean, he's still a Democrat, and we have like super majorities in both the chambers of Republicans in our state. But he refuses to work with them. So
Yeah.
it's crazy.
The Kentucky Derby.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they're off. It's cocaine running out in front. Marijuana a fast second.
Yeah.
Fentanyl's running a distant third.
Yeah. You guys are pretty
You forgot
cool.
about
I like talking now.
you forgot about methamphetamine.
I tell you, man. I guess in our lifetime,
Mara asked me, "Did we have bluegrass?" Like no, just the music, just the music.
and you know, what does it say about us humans when somebody actually, I didn't know they had bluegrass in Kentucky, and I just look at them and go, oh, damn. Somebody should just take this one and throw them in the river.
Was that AOC that asked that question? She's from your neck of the woods.
Too bad she ain't in my district, because I would have been like, bitch, you need to go. You're the dumbest ass Puerto Rican I ever.
Yeah, but she's one of the she's actually sexy for a dumb person.
Well, her looks are starting to fade if you look at her.
Well, you know what?
I liked it when she didn't know what a garbage disposal was.
Yeah.
I was like, stick your hand in there and find out.
You know what, Snowman? A lot of people actually voted for her ass because they liked the way she looked. They didn't give a fuck what she was talking about.
That don't surprise me at all.
You know, I'm like, holy shit. Well, she's a fine bitch, though, I see. I just like, get the fuck out of my face, man.
That's like in Italy, they elected that porn star.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, and they tried not to let her go into government, but because the people that elected her, they had no choice.
Yeah, we want that fine bitch on it. We know what she looked like.
Free sex for everybody.
Hey, bro. As humans, we're not doing a good job, are we? What the fuck, man? I'm tired.
You definitely are pretty lackluster these days.
For real. I don't know about y'all, man, but I'm ready to leave this planet.
Dude, look, dude, I have no problems with meeting my maker.
I'm telling you.
Well, Elon, he's got you can make reservations to go to Mars. He's looking for applicants.
Yeah, I'll pass.
That's how I fuck with people on Facebook, on Messenger. I say, hey man, I don't know about y'all, but I'm not one of y'all. I'm not from this fucking planet. But you humans, damn. I wrote a post the other day, John. I don't know if you saw it. I said, hey man, we was thinking about taking over this planet, but by the time you guys finish what you're doing, there'll be nobody left. So we'll wait. This shit is crazy, bro. What you gonna do? Now, Mayor Adams, he's fighting some charges now. It's his turn. That's the way I look at it. And one of the people on the new commissioners list is the person who ran the Department of Sanitation. And I'm going like, how does that make that person qualified to run a police department? You know, this is how they play us.
Well, they know how to deal with trash.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to say is the people are trash. It's the same thing.
Shit is crazy, bro. Get a college education. We'll put you anywhere. We got room. Get a GED. They say you're fucked.
Yeah, but you know, they didn't go after Mayor Adams until he started complaining about immigration and the border and stuff. And then next thing you know, he gets indicted.
Yeah, well, you know, he went up straight to New York to the state assembly. He says, listen, man, I need $1 billion for the schools and I need $2 billion for the, you know, these immigrants. And they told him no about the $2 billion. I'm like, oh, holy shit. So I tell you, bro, we're a bunch of assholes as a civilization.
Someone's car alarm's going off.
Yeah, that would be me.
It ain't mine.
Yep, RC.
Well, he did say he lived in the hood.
Yeah, these motherfuckers day and night. If it ain't that, it's a fucking some asshole shooting at a target he can't miss, that he can't hit.
Well, it's because they hold them guns sideways, man. Fucking real life ain't like the movies.
You know? Yep.
Yep. Spray and pray.
That's what you gotta do.
Dude, I can't tell you how many videos I've seen where you see 3 or 4 motherfuckers pull out guns, standing like maybe 2 feet away from each other, shooting at each other, and not a damn one of them hit anything.
Only the bystanders.
Yep. I've seen plenty of that shit, Snowman. I'm going
That's
like
crazy, dude. That's fucking crazy.
one night, me and my friend, we were sitting on a bench, and there was like a walkway, maybe 10 yards out, going in both directions, and 2 dudes walk by each other's. They get, 20, 30 feet from each other's, pull out the gun, shoot at each other's, and neither one of them hit. I was like, we just sat there smoking weed going. I turned around and said, did you see that shit? And he goes, man, I don't want to talk about it. I'm like, I got you. It's crazy, man.
Dude, the gangbangers of old would be ashamed of these guys today.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
They can't even gangbang right.
There we go again. What the fuck?
Well, shit, John. It's late, so I'm going to hop off here. Get me some sleep.
All right. I'll shut it down.
It was a pleasure talking with both you fellas, though, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
No problem. Likewise, bro. Hey, you be cool, bro. I know I ain't been around for a minute, but, you know.
Yeah, I know you haven't, but I know you're lurking.
I'm just, trying to get the fuck up out of this city, bro. But I said, you know what? I'm going to wait till I vote first. I want to vote, even though it don't matter. In this city, that is.
Dude, I've gotten to the point where I almost wholeheartedly believe that none of our votes matter. I mean, if you look at the way it's ran with the electoral college, it really doesn't matter because you know that they have no there's no rule that says that they have to go by what the voting block says. Exactly. They can literally go in and vote for whoever the fuck they want.
You know what tells me that these fucking people in New York City are just a bunch of useful idiots? When Donald Trump, before he ran for president, every Democrat in this fucking city and was literally kissing his fucking ass.
Well, yeah, they wanted his fucking money.
Exactly. Yep.
What? Hey, I have a question. If anybody knows about what's about the day about Trump getting assassinated 3 times? What?
4
I didn't
times.
hear this. 4 times?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna bounce out, man. You guys take it easy.
All
right.
Yeah.
Where was this at?
The one was in Pennsylvania where they shot him in the ear. And then after that was Arizona. They caught a guy before he did anything, but they got him. And then in Florida, they got the guy before he shot him. And then it was either today or yesterday they got another guy.
Yep.
Oh, jeez.
He had weapons in his car. He had fake license plates and everything.
And again, Bill, the one that Mar-a-Lago.
Mhm.
I got questions
No, Palm
about
Beach, I
that.
think.
Was it Palm Beach? Well, he
Yeah,
was on his estate, right?
at the golf course. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm military, bro. What are the chances that you actually see the barrel of a fucking rifle across I-95 in the fucking bushes?
Pretty good if you know that it's going to be there ahead of time.
Exactly.
And what's the odds of a Secret Service agent unloading his revolver and not hitting anybody or anything?
Exactly.
You didn't hit shit.
And then
They
again,
they think that what the problem is they think they can just take out Trump and think they can get away with it. You know, it's just like this. They were saying that this guy that tried to assassinate Trump, even he got caught, and then they said he had some like a fake ID or something, just trying to get into the building.
I'm telling you, bro, this shit is crazy, bro. Yo, Mario, I tell you, bro, I feel like all of this shit is a Hollywood movie, bro, and they all actors.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I hear you. It's
It's crazy, bro. I'm like,
As bad as Hollywood is, I don't even think they would make a movie about like this. People wouldn't believe it.
yeah, well, that's true. I agree with you there. But guess what, bro? When this shit happened, we go, I didn't think that was possible, but it happened.
That's because we're living in the Matrix.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. It's like, oh shit, I got to get myself
everything's a
recharged.
computer simulation.
You know, you saw what I put about AI, right, on Facebook? I haven't
Yeah.
got any fucking response. I'm like, hey, bro, I'm sorry, you can't tell me AI exists when you're telling me or giving me a warning about something I posted 2 years ago. Oh, I'm sorry, something.
well, I
outrageous.
guess Harris is going to be getting a bad news from Russia. That's supposed to be coming pretty soon.
Russia's just, how you say, sitting back and having fun. You know what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck about what we do here.
Right?
They're not going, damn, these fucking Americans are a unique bunch. You know, I'm like,
No,
I agree.
Putin's happy with the Democrats because they shut down all oil production. So he's able to make all that money on oil and gas.
Exactly. Yep.
He's cornered the market.
And then Germany, our supposed ally. Hey, wait a minute. You are ally, but you're buying oil and natural gas from Russia? Who the fuck gave you permission to do that?
That's why Trump sent Angela Merkel a white flag and said, you know, what's the point of having NATO if you guys are going to surrender to Russia?
Exactly.
We're supposed to protect you, but you're doing business.
Yeah. But then again, let's go back to the 90s after the wall went down, right? That's when the wall went down.
Yeah.
Our news media reports the story that the United States decided to forgive Russia's 60-year debt. And I'm going, whoa, 60-year debt? What are you talking about? We was giving them money, millions and hundreds of fucking millions of dollars during the Cold War.
Yeah.
And that's why I said, bro, the whole world's a con job.
Yeah, we're still doing that. We're giving money to the Taliban in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
And we're giving money to Hamas. We're giving money to Hezbollah. I mean, you know, with UNRWA and, you know, the Houthis. I mean, all of it. Iran. We're giving them, you know, I mean.
Yeah. And nobody
Trump's the only one that says if we go over there, we should just take the oil already.
You know? I tell you, bro, this shit is incredible, man. And I want people to understand, too, and John knows this for a fact. I'm pretty sure you too, Mario. They also use religion in this fucking con job that they like to pull, you know? It's like, oh,
no, their religion is climate change.
You know? Well, yeah, but they use us. You know, they shut down religious folks in America, shut down the church, pandemic, this and that, whatever.
That's because they said the Bible is homophobic.
And again, all it does is piss people off, right?
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, go ahead. I said something about your religion. Now jump. I dare you to jump. We don't do it.
Yeah, but they don't say nothing about the Quran.
You know? Yeah, well.
They don't say nothing. Only about Christian and Jews they can talk crap about.
But see, they don't say shit about the Quran because they know those people will jump.
They don't play.
Exactly. But, you know, let's either here or there. All right. Well, let's see what happens. We're down to what? Less than 2 weeks?
Yep.
About 2 weeks?
15 days.
Yep, I'm voting Wednesday, early voting.
Yeah, Dan Bongino keeps saying that, but then I said to myself, I said, okay, get your vote in. Guess what, bro?
Rich, you already had 18 beers already? Look, Rich says he's 18 beers in already.
He goes, he says later, LOL. Hey, Rich, nobody really gives a fuck about how many beers you drink, but it's okay.
18 beers on the wall, take one down, pass it around, 17 beers open.
Oh, well. I'm done as a human. I'm done. It's like, I'm with Snowman. God, come down, take us out of this shit.
Mhm.
Just pray that I don't go to hell. It'd be sick. That would suck, bro. Winding up in hell with a Democrat.
Yep.
I'm like, holy shit, Biden? Oh, get the fuck out of here.
Next, it might be Barack Obama.
That's another motherfucker popping up talking shit about men. I'm like, you remember what he said when he was in the president about the women in the black community is the backbone to the black community. He didn't say shit about the men. And again, bro, as fucked up as we are, yeah, you come to New York City, half of these motherfuckers are more than half are single mothers. And not just them, Hispanics too. It's like, wow, we got to get that check, bro. Yeah, you want something? You want food stamps? You got it. You want us to pay your rent? We got it. No problem.
He's like, oh, if more black people would vote for Kamala Harris.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. All right. I put my PayPal in the chat just for that. GLM.
Join
the grifters.
You know, man. You know what's sad that every time, and I have to say for the last 50 fucking years or more, every time I walk out my door, man, there's always somebody just on the street. Hey, Papa. Hey, OG, you got a cigarette? Hey, OG, can you spare $5? And I look at him. $5? What the fuck is this? What happened? Depression? What's going on here?
Shit, what are you going to buy for $5, man?
You know? And again,
cigarettes are way more than that, and alcohol is
Yeah.
more than, I mean,
You know, and shit is, it used to be a time when it was just like, man, can you spare a quarter? Now they're up to $5, bro. Or can you buy me a meal? Fucking meal is not even acceptable. Get the fuck out of here, man. And I give it to them. You know, I feel sorry for some of them, not all of them. I know who's who. I don't know. I give you $1, you're gonna go get some weed or get some alcohol. Get the fuck out of here. And the people that I do, you know, I just like, you really hungry? Let's go to the restaurant. Oh no, but I like eating down the block. I said, well, I guess you ain't hungry. You have a good day, brother. Fuck you.
my money don't work down the block.
I'm telling you.
My money don't work down the block.
Try to fuck. What, you thought I moved into the ghetto yesterday? Fuck, do I look stupid to you? Fuck out of here. Man, listen, bro, there's not a place you can't find in New York City where you can actually go get a meal. You got churches, you got the soup kitchen, the Salvation Army, they give food, this and that. So when somebody says they're starving, I'm sorry. Take your lazy ass, get some new sneakers and walk. Yeah.
You can always go to the park and get the ducks.
You know? Yeah, well. Well, actually, New York City, I think.
They
More
already
to-
got them already in New York.
Yeah, well, more towards the. Well, you know, you'll find plenty of rats carrying pieces. You can steal the piece of the rat's kid taking down the subway steps and shit. That shit's crazy, bro. I'll tell you.
Well, I
Now
knew
they
the
got
rats were killing the pigeons.
now they got a new pilot program that they came up with. Oh, we got a pilot program for the homeless. Every mayor comes up with this pilot program for the homeless. Never do shit about it, really. And guess what, John? They said they'll be operating from 8 p.m. to 12 midnight. 4 hours. That's it. And one group. It's just one group of 4 cops with a supervisor and a homeless activist with a nurse.
Even the rats in New York are lazy. They only work 4 hours.
I tell you, we all be dead, bro, by now. You know, if we actually believe this shit. This shit's psychosis, bro. This is mass psychosis.
Yeah.
You know, the fucking enemy. Your neighbor's your enemy. Your teacher, get the fuck out of here. I'm sick of this bullshit.
That is communism, Marxism that teaches you that. Your
You
neighbor is your
know,
enemy. Your parents are the enemy. You know, tell on everybody. That's what Tim Waltz did in his own state. He had the hotline, snitch line.
I said here, John, my daughter came by yesterday, brought me some supplies, you know, and she
You talking
goes,
about that receipt that you posted?
well, that receipt was a test run on people who don't pay attention. I don't know if you went and read the second post I put, but I said, yeah, we here. Yo, 2 fucking bags of groceries, $118 fucking dollars. And I'm going, holy shit. But anyway, I folded the receipt in such a way that on the very top of the receipt, it actually says senior discount, right? And I wrote in the post that
Yeah,
you
no
can't even
seniors
get
give.
us anymore, right? And
Yep.
people was like this and that, and I said like, wow, you know who was the only person that caught it so far was my daughter. She goes, Dad, on the very top it says senior discount. I said, wow, I'm proud of you, princess. You pay attention. And she goes, well, what do you mean? I'm like, I did that to see how many people caught it. And yes, it's on the top. Maybe, you know, it's hard to see it, but just tap it. So, you know, enlarge it and you'll be able to see it. And then I wrote towards Facebook, I said, yeah, if Facebook wants to flag me for misinformation, then you would be correct. Just fucking with them. Like, hey, man, you want to fuck with us? We should be able to do it back, right?
Yeah.
Then a couple of people, you know, on Messenger says, hey, RC, that wasn't cool. I said, oh, yeah, that's right. You didn't pay attention either. You just went ballistic and you got all pissed off and, oh, it's fucked up. This is bullshit. Yeah, you didn't actually pay attention. And that's the problem with our society. We don't pay attention what's going on in our surroundings. We just let it ride.
Don't pay attention to details.
Yeah, we hear it, we see it, but we don't pay attention. That's crazy, bro. And the powers that be actually roll with this shit. They know that we don't pay attention. They know we don't give a shit. Indoctrination, bro, is real. Therefore, they will continue to play us for the rest of our lives. They just don't give a shit. Hustling. That's why I said, bro, I respect the hustle, bro. Who's really being hustled? We are. Every chance they get. And we taught them to hustle. Because desperate people know how to hustle. They go, this is how they do shit. Oh, man, these people are fucking smart. Hey, man, we can use that in politics. And they have been for decades now. But it's all good. I ain't mad. But anyway, John, I'm gonna get the fuck up out of here.
All right. I'll go ahead and end it then.
All right, man. Peace out, brother.
All
I'll
right,
be
everybody. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe and hit that Cash App if you can.
Thank you, folks, from all different kinds of denominations and religion and et cetera, whatever. Richie, put the beer down, damn it. All right, John.
Shit, he's on panels all day and night, but he don't come up here. I guess he's good. He's too good to come up here with us.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, have a good night, and we'll see you on the next panel.
Bless America, bro. It
Yep.
ain't hard to do, bro. It's just, let's pray that we can overcome this bullshit, this chaos. All right, man.
Yeah. Hey, RC, I always like that. People will say, well, all I can do is pray. And I'm like, man, that's your biggest power you got.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're like, well, it's all I can do.
At the end of the day, I pray when that hurricane was heading to Florida. And when they said Central Florida, I said, oh, shit, I got family there. So it took me 4 days to finally communicate. So everybody's well for the most part.
Yeah. My mom's
uncle,
right there, too.
Yeah, my uncle said his house wasn't touched, or the neighborhood, but, he's like an hour and a half from Orlando and Tampa.
She complains about the hurricanes, but I told her, I said, well, you chose to move to Florida. That's Hurricane Central there,
Yeah.
I mean,
and the shit is that shit to me, bro, like I said, bro, something smells to fucking high heaven, bro. But, again, the president mentioned something, and, a lot of people would just believe it, and I say, just go do some research, man. Better yet, man, if anybody's got encyclopedias, an old set, just look it up. You'll find it, and you'll go, holy shit, this shit does exist. And you know what I'm saying? Because I have an encyclopedia set. I shipped it to Florida, 3 years ago? I bought that shit, 43 years ago? And I find shit in there that over the last 43 years, motherfucking humans just started denying that, oh, that's no such thing, this and that. Well, why is it in this fucking encyclopedia? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you want to look up something? Hey, go, well, let's see, let me get the letter T, okay, for whatever the fuck I'm looking for, and boom. I'm going, holy shit, this shit does exist. It's right there. Look at that.
That's why I don't get rid of my books. People always say, how can you have so many books in your house when you got the internet? I'm saying because you can't change what's in the books.
But you can change what's on the internet for sure.
Exactly.
Bro.
Yeah. I mean,
That's fucking that is knowledge. And again, bro, the way I connected that when it came to the Queen, our ex-Secretary of State, the bitch. She turned around, sat in front of Congress, and said, "What? Well, why you want to regulate the web and internet, this and that?" What did she say? Because there's too much damn information out there. And I started laughing. I said, "Yeah, she didn't see that coming. She didn't realize that when we started to read all this information, because it was easy to, find it, get it, read it for ourselves. We're going, wait a minute, something's not right with this history here. I can point out that some shit don't make no sense. And then that's when I started using the phrase, and the con job continues. Holy shit, what a con job these motherfuckers been pulling on us.
Yeah.
And that's why she wanted to, in the last commercials, her last interview, you heard what she said, right?
Yeah.
She said, oh, so that we can distinguish and get rid of the misinformation, this and that. So now she wants to go after the social medias again. And people don't people are incapable of
They
connecting
want
the
Elon
dots.
Musk locked up because of Twitter.
You know, yeah, yeah.
But
And
you know, it's
again,
like you say too, Congress,
there you go.
Congress.
Con jobs.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're for the people, but we're actually con artists around here. But don't tell nobody. And I wish y'all see would stop putting that shit on Facebook and on chat rooms. And no, it's a fucking con job, man. Let's get it straight, bro. I ain't,
yeah.
I used to think I was stupid. Then I realized I'm not stupid.
I'm
I
just
was
manipulated.
I was indoctrinated. Didn't realize
Yeah.
it, but now I know. I mean, come on, give me oh God, bro. There's not much you can say anymore when it comes to having conversations. Let's talk about this. I remember a guy on Channel 5. His name was Warner Wolf. He used to do the sportscast. And let's take it to the video. Let's go to the when it comes to these motherfuckers. Did I just say that on national television? Make sure you get rid of that video. But it's too late. Motherfuckers download shit, this and that. Like, hey man, I still got that video, this and that. Just like I got the video on Obama. Truth of the matter is, ordinary citizens are incapable of taking care of their own affairs. Therefore, international order is needed. And he didn't say that in America. He said that in a foreign country to a white audience,
Yeah.
a white government. I'm like, holy shit. People say, he never said that shit. Of course not, because they didn't put it on the news over here. I said, but here's the video. I still got it. When I show them, they go, holy shit. Yeah. The man was practically saying that we're all idiots. We're incapable of taking care of our own affairs. Therefore, international order is needed. No different than the New World Order. And they were talking about that. We've been talking about that that's what they wanted to do. Or
Well, it's been around a long time. It's on the dollar bill.
Yeah. So,
I mean, it's actually printed there.
Yeah.
Nouveau Ordem,
There you go. There you go. And they get mad when somebody, is able to articulate enough to go, hey, man, oh, wait a minute, I know what this shit means. And when they did their research, they were able to trace it and go, holy shit, we're being played. And they're like, shut him up, shut him down. Who's that? What's his name? His name is John. Can you find something on that dirtbag so we can, this is how they operate, bro. This is how they operate. It's that simple. It's actually amazing that it's that simple.
Yeah.
But we don't know how to connect the dots. That's the crazy shit.
Live streaming with Casey. Thank you for the super chat. We appreciate you giving support over here.
Yeah, we appreciate it. So what do you think is next, John?
With what?
All of this shit. Hey, is Oprah in Hawaii? Because they're saying on this side that she fled the country.
Yeah, but Hawaii is still part of the United States.
Yeah. I said, well, what do you mean? Now if they tell me that, she's hanging out with Russell Simmons, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah.
The white one or the black one?
The black one. Because remember, he sold all his shit and he left.
Yeah.
And now he pops up in all these videos with who.
Here today, gone to Maui.
Yep. I'm like, what the fuck?
Even Zuckerberg, he's building a bunker on Maui.
And I'm going like, why there? Yeah, But hey, man, the last thing I share about Revelations, and again, the more and more I learn, the more I read, the more I see, I'm going like, holy crap, bro.
Yeah, Revelation.
Yeah, people will read everything else and just go full blast by not questioning the scriptures. And I'm like, don't argue with anybody if you don't know nothing about the scriptures at all.
Yeah.
It is what it is. You know, it's like, give it a shot. You can go read a fucking porn magazine or whatever the fuck and know how big that chick's ass is or whatever, but you won't even go try whatever. Come on, man.
That's why now when I post something and somebody says, where is that at? What about this? I'm telling them, you want me to do the research? $100 an hour.
You know,
Paid in
yeah.
advance.
All you got to do is talk to your phone. Hey Siri,
I don't
anything
trust
about
myself.
you know anything about John, and something pops up. Hey, food restaurant pops up. Which one?
Oh, please.
And
I put my
again,
name in. There's all kinds of misinformation about me.
well, yeah, because how you say, how many people have your name?
Yeah.
It ain't just one John, whatever your last name is in the
Well,
entire
there
world.
was. When I was growing up, there was only one. Now there's all kinds. But when I was growing up, because the way my name is, you know what I mean? I have a Christian first name. So that doesn't go along with the rest of it.
Oh, okay.
So,
I hear you.
but now, yeah, I've seen like a dozen people with the same name. And I'm like, wow. I used to be unique, not anymore.
Yeah, like my last
Because I
name
remember I
pops
was
up.
watching one day, Judge Judy came on, and they said the guy's name, and I was like, "What? I'm not on TV." I said, "What is that? Identity theft?"
You go check your credit card account. Like, hey, anybody taking money out of my account? What? What are you talking about? Never mind. But Trump is supposed to do something here in Madison Square Garden. I don't know if it's
Yep.
been canceled yet or whatever, but I'm not
I
going
heard the
down there.
contracts were signed like last week.
I'm not going down there because that's literally libtard territory, bro. And again, I don't know. Maybe some of those libtards woke up, but I tell you, the ones that really woke up, they left the city.
Yeah.
And, I shared a post with a tower down there. I think it's 72 stories.
Yeah.
And the penthouse is worth, what was it, $45 million? I'm like, what the fuck, man? Who
It's
the fuck?
sad that they moved out because they just conceded that territory. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Instead of staying and fighting, because if not, that's it. It's never going to change. If
there you go. And they took their money and their business and left. And it's been happening for the last 30 years, roughly. More in the last 15 years. A lot of businesses, especially when Cuomo was in office, they packed their bags and went to Texas because of the cheap real estate or renting space, And what does this motherfucker do? He comes up with a bright idea. If you come back to New York, open up a business, we won't tax you for the first 10 years. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Hey, I mean, it's a con job, bro. Everything's a fucking con job.
The state won't tax you. I guarantee you the city of New York will.
No, that's the thing. 10 years, you don't pay no taxes.
For the state, right?
No, the state. The city's
Yeah,
part
but
of
the
state,
city
John.
can still tax you.
Well, yeah, but once it's, comes from the
The con
state,
job
then
continues. You
it
see, you come
continues.
over and you think you're not going to pay taxes.
Yeah, but
you're going to pay taxes. You're just not going to pay it to the state.
Yeah, but the thing is, this is the trick. The trick is that you're not going to pay any taxes, right, for your business, to run your business. But then some of these people realized that when they came back, renting the space, the square foot,
Yeah.
that didn't change.
Yeah.
Can you imagine a corporation?
And the regulations didn't change.
Right. You imagine paying anywhere from $6,500 to $12,000 for a square foot.
Yep. And you got to have the permits.
I'm like, what? A square foot? But yet these motherfuckers are able to rent office space, a couple of 100,000 square feet, no problem. We got it.
Yeah.
Well, they got it. We don't get shit out of it.
Yeah, I think I saw something the other day that said California was the highest tax state. Hawaii, New York, that's the order.
Yep. Well, New York's the finance hub of the world, but at the same time, you know, it's the world. We don't really get nothing out of it. What do people in Midtown, Lower Manhattan do? Like I said, bro, people say, "Oh, move to New York, get me a small apartment." Well, where you want to live? Oh,
Well, I know where you can get a lot of housing in New York City or Manhattan or whatever. Kick out the UN.
Yep. Well,
That's a lot of property over there.
They're not going nowhere.
Yeah.
Upstate New York, you can still find a fucking house for, anywhere from 20 acres to 118 acres. A house for like, say, 150,000 or even less. But it's all forest, right? It's all wooded land, whatever. In the city, a studio apartment in Midtown will cost you, and again, this was years ago, right? We're talking 4,500 for a studio. After the pandemic, I'm pretty sure they're paying probably like 7,000, 10,000 for a fucking studio. 2-bedroom, 12,000, 13,000. And I'm like,
yep, that's how it is in Hawaii. Look at the housing, man. You'd be shocked. It's unbelievable.
Across the street, there's a co-op development there, right across the street from the fucking projects. And one day I decided to go on Zillow and find out, what are they charging for the apartments or whatever. And I was just shocked, bro. And turns out that some of the apartments, like 4 bedrooms, go for a fucking $1.3 million. And I'm going, and this shit?
Wow.
In Harlem?
4-bedroom apartment?
Yeah, 4 bedrooms.
That's cheap in Hawaii.
You
They got studios that are going for $1 million.
But the
think about that. Pay $1 million for a studio?
Yeah. The 1-bedroom apartments across the street, 750,000. I'm like, what? Something's wrong. I thought I was.
And that's only changed over the last couple decades, because in the 80s, I had a studio on the beach, utilities included, with covered parking and assigned covered parking and everything, had security there and everything, and I was paying $300 a month.
Wow.
That same place now, it's almost $2,000-$2,500.
I remember when I got out the military, I found an apartment. I was paying $125 for a fucking 2-bedroom.
Yeah.
And I'm going like, shit. And that's in Harlem.
Yeah.
Not anymore. Now that same apartment, I found out is going for $1,600.
Unless it's rent controlled, right?
No, it's just landlord, whatever.
Because New York, they have rent control.
Ever heard the term flat ceiling?
What was that? The flat ceiling? What?
They call it the flat ceiling when it comes to rent over here in the projects. Yeah. So the flat ceiling was like, say, 2-bedroom, all you pay was $395 a month. Well, now what they did was there was a time where you couldn't live in the projects if you made over 50,000. So now what they did was that, because even before they took away the flat ceiling, they didn't take it away for everybody. They realized, they said, wait a minute, we got bus drivers living in the projects making 35, 40,000, 50,000 or whatever. So we're going to take away the flat ceiling and they're to pay regular market rate. So now if you live in the projects, guess what? You're not paying flat ceiling because they turned around and said, you don't qualify. But it's okay if you stay in these fucked up projects if you like. Like, holy shit. That's why I got to get out of here, because everything I get, John, I can afford a house. I got a 2-bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
So it's time for me to go, bro. The motherfuckers over here be bragging about, I don't pay shit here. Well, motherfuckers, because you're on welfare. And when you say you don't pay shit here, you're right. You don't. The taxpayers pay for your rent and your food stamps.
Yeah.
And your lazy ass motherfucking ass. Ain't nothing wrong with you. Go get a fucking job, bro. If I would have listened to people say that, oh, the white man is your enemy, they'll never let you go nowhere, this and that, would have probably been a bum going on 70 years old on welfare. I'm like, nah, fuck out of here. I'll take a paycheck before I take anything else. Fuck out of here. Shit. But anyway, that's it, John. I'm done.
All right.
So it's 10 here. Everyone's away. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, for you folks, we didn't mean to keep you up. But you got 68 likes, and you still got 9 watching according on my end. Well, it's all good. But I would like to do well, I'll ask him. What's his name? Orlando?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard the name before. Mo spoke about him before, right? Like beforehand.
Yeah, he's been on. Most had him on over here a couple times.
Oh, okay.
He's running for
like
office and stuff in Milwaukee.
Yeah, I like his take, bro. And again, he's able to
Yeah.
figure it out, about the state shit. Again,
Yeah.
bro, we gotta educate. These platforms should have been educating the youth, the voters about, what they need to know versus what they're being told. Oh, Trump is the enemy. And they just go with it, bro. Like, yeah, Trump is a racist and this and that, whatever. No, man. The rest of them, come on, connect the dots.
Yeah.
That's all I'm asking, man. Connect the fucking dots. We're reasonable. We're not fucking idiots. Like, really? We're not fucking idiots, bro. We just don't bother to do the research, man. That is simply what it's all about. Do the research, man. But anyway, have a good night, bro. Let me get the fuck out of here. All right, man. Peace out. Peace out, audience.
Yep.
Later on.
Laters, everybody.